Collins is the man, takes us places no one can. In the rhythm we all stand, lost together in his land. Dance across the haze, echoes calling sonic waves. Time dissolves in his domain, every beat heals our pain. He's the captain of this flight, guiding us through endless night. Every mix a magic spell, we're enchanted, can't you tell?
Snap the signals,
the ground, I'm ready. Eyes on the danger car, and my chest steady. Cut through the chaos, quake like the spark in the dark. You feel the tension, I'm already part of the talk. Green ghosts running through my veins. I don't break, I break the chains on the edge, but I don't fall. I move first, I take it all. Take off, light it up, ignite one step forward. I hold the fire before then I stop. I move first, I take it all. Oh yeah. Slide through a crossfire, turn every fear into fuel. One breath, one ocean's calm, and the heat that's through. Onward and nasty stuff, a deadly duet. See a flip die, I see the mark I just made. Green ghosts running through my veins. I don't break, I break the chains on the edge, but I don't fall. I move first, I take it all. Green ghosts, light it up, ignite one step forward. I on my fire, you're frozen, I don't stop. I move first, I take it all. When the odds come higher, but faster, sharper, wider. Call my name, I'm diving in. Diving in. Courage in the steps to fear cut from the bloodstream. Every green ghost running through my veins. I don't break, I break the chains on the edge, but I don't fall. I move first, I take it all. Green ghost, light it up, ignite one step forward. I on the fire, we're frozen, I don't stop. I move first, I take it all. Boots at the ground, visor down, heart loud, suit up when the sirens sound. I don't back out, I stand my ground. Red stripe on my chest, that's a warning. Every bruise is a story I'm forming, yeah. I bled for the badge, I'm adorning. Turn fear into fire every morning. I'm in that crimson overdrive. When the world's on the line, I arrive. Turn the pressure into light, I ignite. I'm the first one in the fight. Crimson overdrive. Feel the rush when I collide. If you fall, then I'll rise. I'm your red light. Battle cry. Call my name when the sky burns black. On the spark when the shadows attack. Every hit I just fade to a flash, turned out into dust and a crash. Squad on my side, where a storm from, but I'm taking that lead on the forefront. If I fall, then I rise from the impact. Stare fear in the face, never step back. I'm in that crimson overdrive. Overrun, override, I arrive. will stand. Scarred hearts, bright armor, open hands. If I burn, then I burn for the fame. I'm the shield, I'm the flame, I'm the last. I'm in that crimson overdrive. When the world's on the line, I arrive. Turn the pressure into light, I ignite. I'm the first one in the fight. Crimson overdrive. To your rush, when I collide. If you fall in a lies, I'm your battle cry.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3. Quiet. Why are you playing? See, I'm already starting trouble. Blame the title. Okay, you guys can hear me. But question, can you see me? I am here. All right. Make sure this camera's good. I think my camera's good. All right. Let's see. What else do I need up here? Let's put this up here. Okay, I see you guys are going in the chat. Oh boy. All right. Ready? I'm back. What's going on, everybody? DG Collins back up in here with another stream. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. And as you see on the thumbnail, we are going to be discussing Evil Tommy and Evil Jason. Who is your favorite and who you think will win the fight? Or do you have any other theories, other inputs, other insights on these characters? So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. I did do a Tommy versus Jason a couple months ago. I did a stream on that a couple months ago. So this might be another rehashing of that stream, but it's all good. But we're just going to talk about some of our favorite moments of Tommy when he was evil and Jason when he was evil. So I am DG Collins, back with the stream, and let's have a good night. Let's have a good night, and let's keep it peaceful, and most of all, keep it DG. Keep it DG, keep it DG, keep it DG. And what I mean by keep it DG, I mean keep it DG. All right. Let me acknowledge you guys here in the chat. I see somebody's ready. Mike Johnson, how you doing? Ranger Girl, how you doing? Yes, like the stream, hype it, and become a member on the channel. It's $5 a month. It's all into supporting the channel, and also super chats are welcome as well. Or if you like to send a donation, you can send it to the Cashapp. Until I get more, more things to use as donations. For I'll put them up. But for the time being, these are the only ways that you can could donate. Anyway, the banner is below here, so just for you guys to check it out. Cider, what's up? I woke up and chose violence. Oh boy. Hey, DDH, what's up? How are you? I'm glad that you're here. Please, I'm gonna need some help moderating the chat. Big Rudy, what's up? Even he says keep it DG. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Who else is here? Black Titan. Thank you for being here as well. I will be needing my mods to help mod for this. So that'll be what's up. Like, hype, and subscribe. All right, thank you. And be sure to vote in the poll. I just made a poll, guys. Let's see, who else? Oh, Lord, I need to send a song to you. Okay. Woody Gage, what's up? You're here for the food, for the digital food. Evil DG, oh boy. Hey, Daniel Romano, how you doing? How are you? Hey, look, listen, we try to keep it peaceful, okay? I know everybody has a lot of opinions on this and they're passionate about it, but I just ask for just, to be subtle about it. We can agree to disagree. We don't have to agree with what the other person has to say, nor do we have to get hostile about it. I know this topic is going to be interesting because it's Tommy and Jason from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but we can still talk about this in a subtle manner. At least let's try to keep it that way. And also too, we want to try to keep it to the show as well. I know we all are aware of like off camera, behind the scene and real life stuff and all that. But we want to keep it to the show and keep our theories to the show. So yeah, make a flag of it. I'm being evil. Okay. Rangerverse, what's up? How are you? Hey, shout out to the new member, Wolfborn Oath. Thank you. Thank you for becoming a member on my channel. I very much appreciate it. And yes, remember to like and subscribe. And yes, Wolfborn Oath, please go to their channel. They have some good content there. They're working on the next episode, so go check that out. You know what, Cider? Look, listen. Listen. All right. So yeah, so like I said before, let's keep it DG. Let's keep it, civil. Again, we can agree to disagree. I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. All I ask is to show respect for each other and, respect for me, the channel, and anybody who comes up on here. We don't have to get, like I said, we don't have to get hostile about this. We can have a good back and forth conversation about this without becoming, without going nuts to each other. All right. Like, I think we're all grown enough to handle that. Okay. So let's, like I said, let's keep it at that. So, oh boy. I mean, yeah, we can have funny moments and everything, but like I said, just, and again, and all I gotta say is, if you're gonna be disrespectful on the stream, I'm just gonna boot you out. So, we're not gonna have that. I don't do that here. So I'm like T'Challa. We don't do that here. But anyway, let me go ahead and get this started. but I would like to also mention a few other things, because this week has not been the best week for some of the celebrities that we grew up on and that we used to watch and we used to listen to. First, I like to say RIP to Aaliyah. If you guys haven't seen my short about that, we lost her on August 25th of 2001. 25 years ago. Still can't believe it's 25 years ago. Man, if she was still around, she would be making a whole lot of hits. I could be making a whole lot of hits. Also, we also lost Dolly Parton. May she rest in peace as well. On the same day, but yesterday. So when this came out, many were devastated about this. So may she rest in peace. So I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge her. And also, too, we just found out that we lost Tim Curry on the same day, but the news broke out today. May he also rest in peace. And also, fun fact, he also voiced Kilo Khan in Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. So if anybody who was on here on the Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad stream a couple months ago, there's another fun fact for you. So yeah, just want to take a moment to acknowledge who we've lost this week, and also Aaliyah as well, which we lost in this month. And also, I know we also lost Chadwick Boseman in 2020, and we lost Michael himself, Michael Jackson, a couple years back. So, but we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay because we're gonna have a good stream. All right. So wanted to get that out the way. Let's get into it. Who are we talking about? Let me get my stuff together. Yeah, let me just get my stuff together. We're talking about Evil Tommy. And we're talking about Evil Jason. Who was your favorite? Who do you think will win in a fight? What other theories you have? That's what we're going to be talking about. So we have Tommy here. When he first came to Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, he was introduced as the Green Ranger. But before he joined the group, Rita captured him to become his Green Ranger, to become her Green Ranger. And he kicked butt for 5 episodes straight. 5 episodes straight. All 5 of them, all 5 of the Rangers, kicked them out the Megazord. Yep, I'm aware. Yep, all of that. Jason was the one who was able to beat him and to remove the curse by shooting his power blaster at the Sword of Darkness, because the Sword of Darkness was maintaining Rita's hold on Tommy. Had he not destroyed it, Tommy would still be evil. So after this, Tommy became good, and he became the Rangers' 6th Ranger as their Green Ranger, as he would help them throughout many battles. His powers, however, started to be a little bit more limited after the effects of the Green Candle, which Rita had. Because of the Green Candle, It left Tommy's powers open to get stolen, taken away, and depleted, in which Lord Zed took advantage of that in the second season. So he had no more Green Ranger powers. Of course, this is obviously before he got the Master Morpher and all that. But yeah, and then he became the White Ranger. And then his powers are more stable. And of course, we know the history about that. But we're not going to get into that part. We want to talk about him when he was evil. When Tommy was evil, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I liked him better when he was evil because he was giving the business to Jason and everybody. I know Jason got the upper hand at the end, but had Tommy stayed evil, the Rangers would have had a heck of a challenge. And then you would have really had some back and forth episodes of just Tommy, Jason, just going at it. Or they probably could have did what they did in the comics where Tommy, he was saved from Rita's spell, but he ended up going back to Rita anyway, because he still wasn't sure whether or not he wanted to be with the Rangers. Now, this comes up in a comic book series. I didn't read it, but I read about it. And which pretty much starts the arc of him becoming Lord Draken. I really wish Hasbro would have picked that up and did that series, but from what I heard, they pretty much scrapped that, and that was it. But yeah, so anyway, so that's about Evil Tommy. Like I said, I ain't gonna lie, in my opinion, he fought better as an evil person, I mean, eventually he would become good, but like, seems like most of the villains, most people are slightly better when they're evil. That's just how I see it. You also have Jason when he was evil. Now, this part was temporarily. This was temporary. This was in Turbo, a Power Rangers movie. This is when Jason and Kimberly came back, and like they were like scuba diving and everything, and then Divatox had them captured to be sacrificed for Malagor's return. But in the process, she had him and Kimberly turned evil for a temporary moment and went off against the Rangers in their suits, mind you that. And they had a bit of extra strength as well when they fought them. And then of course you got Jason, where Jason he kind of took it to Tommy. He had him on that ledge. He was about to throw him into the fire. What did Kimberly say? Into the fire. And Jason's like, yeah, who got the muscle now? Yeah, who got the muscle now? And I'm like, damn. I heard some behind the scenes stuff about that, but I'm not going to get into that. Yeah, Hasbro's a bunch of cowards, I know. But yeah, so, and yeah, I know about Clone Evil Tommy, but eventually, he was all right in another dimension. But Jason, he had Jason stayed evil, I think he would have been just a big of a menace as Divatox in Power Rangers Turbo. Like, just come back temporarily and just be like, maybe for like have an arc where like 5 episodes or so, or 10 episodes of him and Kimberly just going at it with the Rangers. I think that would have been interesting. Maybe they had something in the books or in the script for that. I don't know. I'm just speculating. I thought it would be awesome. And maybe the ratings would have been up, if Jason was there along with Tommy as the Red Turbo Ranger, and they would have been going, back and forth, fighting and everything. But for the most part, it did not happen. And him being evil was just temporary. And that was it. It was sad. I was sad because I wanted to see more Jason become a badass, in my opinion. Because we always see Tommy as evil. It's like we know how Tommy can throw down when he's evil. But Jason throwing down when he's evil, I mean, I would have liked to see more of that too. But it's all good. It's all good. So it's all good. But anywho, but I'm just checking something out. I'm just checking something out, guys. I guess I'm gonna start letting I'm gonna let my co-host up in the back. Just give me 1 second. So Jason, I feel as though like had we seen more of him evil, and even Kimberly to some extent, I think the series of Power Rangers Turbo would have been just a slightly bit more interesting because it happened around the Turbo movie. And had it happened like I said, maybe like a few episodes in, or maybe there was some way where Divatox was able to like cast a spell on them, on Jason and Kimberly, or at least Jason for that matter, and have him combat the Rangers. I think that would have been interesting. You know, I think that would have been very interesting in my opinion. So anyway, is my co-host ready in the back? Let me know if you're ready. If you're ready, I'll bring you up. All right, whatever. All right. So let's see who else came in now. I don't think they got any powers when they were evil. They just had like super strength. That's all. That's all they had. All they had was super strength. Yeah, the Dragons are still sitting to this day. Yep, indeed. Toy Lucan, how are you? Evil Time because he was scared to me and my dad. He used to be scared of him when he used to watch Power Rangers. He was like 7. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think we're around the same age. But yeah, Hasbro's a bunch of cowards. Yeah, so like when because when they were promoting, like when JDF, when Jason David Frank, the late Jason David Frank was promoting Lord Draken, I think they had like something together. They had a script. I mean, they had they had a video, like a trailer video and everything already, but nothing came past that, except for in the comics, obviously. But nothing got past that because it just didn't happen. I guess once Saban sold the IP again, and then sold it to Hasbro. Hasbro just pretty much didn't give it a green light. Sorry, I'm just fixing my collar. They didn't give it a green light, and I'm just like, man, that would have been so awesome. But they was like, no, they just didn't. Of course, that's just based off what I've heard or what I've read. But of course, if anybody else has any other input on that, feel free to share it. But for the most part, we could have had a live action Lord Draken. I think that would have been a very interesting series had Hasbro just went forward with that. You hear that, Hasbro? You should have went forward to Lord Draken. And now we can't do it because we don't have JDF anymore. May he also rest in peace. Anyway, I guess I could start bringing people up. But first, I'd like to bring somebody up. Are you ready in the back? Are you good to go? Yes, no? Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Maquette of the Mean.
Hey.
What's going on? How are you?
Here, tired, but making it. How you?
I'm here, and I am tired as well. But we're going to keep this train going. Let me give it up for Cole, who's in the chat. He said it'd be Tommy for no other reason other than just the volume of content he was in. Jason was evil for all of about 2 seconds. Either way, they are both under the influence. Neither was actually evil. You still give it to Tommy, though. Okay. I don't know if they're gonna do an animated Power Rangers with a Gage. I don't know. We don't know. We don't know.
Said that they still give it to Tommy.
Of course.
No, but you said that was Code. That wasn't Code that said that.
Oh, oh, you're right. You know what? It's right
God, under.
like,
yeah.
My eyes are messing with me tonight.
Mm-hmm.
My eyes are messing with me tonight.
Evil influences, so I guess that kind of counts.
I guess.
I don't know. Got the wrong person up here. I like them when they're good. So.
You like them when they're good. So let's share your input on this. Do you have a favorite? Who do you think will win in a fight? What's your take on this?
It's funny because I know I'm wearing Green Ranger, but I mean I think Red would Green Ranger was more powerful in a way, or more like much stronger in a way, because it was like he was evil for a longer time, like I was saying. But regular Jason was able to defeat that, if I'm not mistaken. But evil Jason, he was crazy. He looked crazy. He was just, I don't know. He was punching the daylights out of him, choking. I'm like, oh my gosh. And that was just without a power coin. Because wasn't like evil Green Ranger, wasn't he still influenced with like the power coin? Or am I?
Well, Rita, yeah. Well, he had the power coin, but it was pretty much fused with Rita's spell and influence, and a sort of darkness was used to like solidify the her spell. Because if they didn't destroy that, he would have still been evil. Geek Sip, what up?
Hey, what's
up? Yes. We know. I know how the stream is gonna go. Tommy over Jason.
Oh goodness.
R.I.P. to Jason David Frank.
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of tricky, to be honest. I'm not the best person to talk about this. Last time he did like the Tommy versus Jason or whatever stream, I was in the chat more, so I wasn't up here. So I'm up here and I'm like, I really don't know who would win. I just feel like maybe Tommy would. I don't know.
Why do you say that?
I mean, because of that evil power was stronger, if I'm not mistaken. Because you said like he had this kind of darkness. He was under Rita's spell, but they both were under like evil, like so. I don't know. I'm the worst person to have up here. It's kind of hard.
You're just giving your input.
I don't know.
You're just more so giving your input on it. Look, hey, if you like Tommy more than Jason, it's fine. If you like, if you like Jason more than Tommy, it's fine. Look, so don't worry about that. You like who you like, and that's it. Some people like Jason more than Tommy. Some people like Tommy more than Jason.
Because of the fact that Tommy was able to beat all of them up at once. You know what I'm saying? Like he jumped in the Megas. If you want to get that technical, he jumped in there, kicked all their butts out of the thing. You know what I'm saying? So
put
power. I don't know what is.
but despite all that, Jason still got him though. right? He still
That's
got
what I
him.
was saying. That's what I was saying when Jason still was able to fight him at the end without any power, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he went into the yeah. So it's like that's where I hit that part where I'm just like, but he still got beat by Jason. So it's like, so I guess if they were both evil, it would kind of be like a good match, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Because their strength is just as equal. Because if Jason could beat Tommy, as if Tommy was evil, he wasn't. Imagine him being evil. It'd be just as just strong, if not stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if this was a real life scenario, Because people like to dig deep into things. I just
Man, I
put
know,
things
I
in
know,
like a realistic perspective.
I get it. No, I get it though. I get it. I mean, I guess for me,
That's
it's
just
not
like
really.
say for instance, that's just like if you're evil and I beat your butt as I am right now. Imagine me being evil once, and I already beat your butt normal. I'll beat you evil even more. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. So now I'm on Jason's side. That's how people understand things. You gotta put it in that type of comparison.
I suppose.
Yeah, because like
I
I said, you could
suppose.
be evil. Let's say you're Tommy and you're evil, and I beat your butt as Jason, just my normal self. Now I'm evil, facing you as evil. I can really beat you now because now I have extra strength, extra whatever. So I
I
guess it
feel like
makes
Jason
sense.
had that extra strength when he was evil.
That's what I'm saying because he beat him as a normal ranger, right? Without the powers and stuff.
Well, he didn't really beat him, but Tommy
But
still got the upper
he's
hand.
oh. Now you confuse me. I thought you say, you know what? Okay.
And you talking about this at this moment, right? I'm talking about this moment.
Oh well, yeah, that moment too. That's what I was saying too. Like Jason was kind of beating it up real bad right there. Oh god, he said he got distracted by Kim being all sweaty.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, hey, he said, "Hey, that's my ex-girlfriend. Why she look like that? That look good." But yeah, he was getting on them though. That's what I'm saying. So he's evil now, and he's just as strong as he was when he was normal. So I'm guessing he would, take him over. Even though we all know realistically what happened, but I'm just saying
Yeah,
hypothetically, he would probably
yeah.
be still stronger.
And then of course I didn't forget about the clone Tommy. This is
Oh,
who
jeez.
Woody Gage is talking about.
Yeah, I
So
remember that one too.
when he returned as Green Ranger, they made a clone out of him, and he was the Green Ranger fighting off against the White Ranger. I ain't gonna lie, I thought that episode when I was a kid was awesome.
I bet you did. Nah, but that is cool. It was cool for its time, I'm sure.
Who else we have here? And this is when Tommy was evil.
Oh yeah, and they were fighting, and yeah. Of course, that is Tommy smoking. No, I think he had like
He had like a toothpick or something.
branch or
Yeah, like a
twig or
tooth.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, in his mouth. Yeah, it wasn't a cigarette though. Come on, guys. Why would he be smoking on a TV?
And how many times you seen this episode? Come on, Mike. You come on, Mike.
I'm against you.
Well, let me see what people are saying in the chat.
All right.
So Geeksip says that it's Tommy over Jason. Any Jason. That's his opinion. It's all good, Geeksip. Cole says Tommy was powered up by Rita's magic,
See, those are
which
guys
goes to
we need
show
up
how
here talking
powerful.
about this, not me.
Which goes to show how powerful Rita is, because good Green Ranger Tommy was never within striking distance in terms of power compared to his evil boosted self.
Mm-hmm.
Real Tony Rebel, what's up? How you doing?
Hey,
Jason
what's
is
up,
the
man?
better leader and overall ranger, in my opinion. But when it comes to the evil version, there's none better than Tommy. Think about the creation
Tommy
of
is
Lord
leading.
Draken, who is the ultimate evil version. Yeah, I did kind of cover that. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, I guess when you think of Tommy's longevity as a ranger, and then also when he was like possessed and everything, or in this case, in the comic book series, when he went down the route of, just becoming more corrupted because of his power. Yeah, he does, when it comes to being evil, Tommy does kind of have that advantage and everything.
Yeah.
He kind of, and that this more so that this
It
is more
also
so like
shows
the
that he's
comic.
very easily influenced by evil. Good grief.
And honest, and I think remember, and mind you now, remember when he became Draken, I don't even think he was evil. He got like basically he got turned back to good. The spell was broken, but from what I read, he was still like unsure about being with the Rangers. Now this is the comic book aspect of it, like he was still like unsure of whether or not he wanted to like fight alongside the other Rangers. So he wandered around, and he eventually went back to Rita and still worked with her and learn her spells, learn her powers and everything until he betrayed her and started getting more power for himself. And then he stole, I guess, the other power, the other coin from the command center when Jason was going to get an upgrade for himself. I believe he was going to become the White Ranger, but but Tommy broke in the command center, fought Jason, and took that power from him, or took the coin, took it for himself, and then like just and along with the powers that he already had, he became Lord Draken. Now again, don't quote me on this, but this is pretty much from what I read and from what I saw. And then the rest is history when it comes to Draken, where he was just a menace in the galaxy, just going around like trying to like maintain his power and eventually like get more power, obtain more power from the morphing grid, from the morphers and all that, to the point where it pretty much corrupted him and it was damn near killing him, but he just still wanted more power, So, but again, that's my understanding of Lord Draken. And I feel like at that point he was just beyond good, but DDH says they were both powered by two evil beings. We don't got a lot on Jason as an evil ranger, unfortunately. Too bad they didn't extend that into more than a movie. I know.
Oh yeah, that would have been good to do that. Yeah.
And Rebel says, Tony says, the thing is, Tommy was not holding back, but the other Rangers were. Once Jason had the green light, he was the only Ranger to take Tommy down. Yeah, true.
Okay.
Yes, we could discuss strength. Yep, we can.
Yeah.
You know what? He was just so smug that just got turned briefly. Look, man. Look. Jason was, or at least if he stayed possessed, he would have gave the Turbo Rangers a challenge too. He could have gave him a challenge too. I'm just saying, Oh yeah, he was choking the hell out of Tommy. Yeah, he was.
Oh yeah,
I know that scene, right? That scene.
Kind of brutal, but I was like, okay. Anywho.
And Cider says, I think evil Jason's about 1.5 times stronger than evil Tommy. Tommy is probably about 2 times faster than evil Jason, though. That was an art. That was
Mm.
something that I heard, even in the show as well. They kind of touched on it
Maybe that's why I'm
briefly,
so
not when they're
conflicted on
evil.
my decisions.
Yeah, not when like I feel like I feel like Jason. He had more of the strength,
Yeah,
because his
I can
build
see
at the
that.
time. But
I can see that. Yeah,
Tommy had the speed. You know,
yeah. I
he
mean,
had the
hell, he jumped
speed.
in that dang Omega so fast. Let me stop beating everybody. No, but no, I see what you're saying.
Now the Dragon Ball Z reference. Remember when Trunks got all bulked up when he fought Cell? That's evil Jason. He could tank a ton of damage and deal with it, but he's slow. Ugh.
Yeah,
Tommy's leading 52% so far. Okay, unless
yeah.
it's
But
more.
that's why I was so
'Cause-
conflicted because I'm like, well, Jason is stronger, but I can see Tommy still. I couldn't figure it out, but that makes sense. That's why I'm like literally in between the two.
Austin, what's up?
Because I could clearly see Jason is stronger than Tommy, but yeah, Tommy is
Yeah.
quicker. So I guess that's the conflicting part I kept messing with. So I know I wasn't going crazy.
All right. I guess I can start dropping the link in the back for my mods. If any of them want to come up and discuss on this, feel free to hit that link.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see how this goes. And I can also drop a link in the chat if anybody wants to come up and discuss this as well to become part of the conversation. I mean, that's pretty much, our take on that. I mean, we're still discussing it further, but that's just pretty much our take on that. You're like, I don't know.
No, but that comment kind of helped me figure like, okay, that's why I'm so conflicted because I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, I like one, but I'm like, you said why? And I'm like, the other one.
And yes, thank you, DDH. Everyone who joins, please keep it civil. It's a discussion. It's just a discussion. So
Power Rangers is not like nothing crazy.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, we all everybody here loves IP, or at least relate to it. But we can still have a civil conversation about this.
It, Cole. Come up here and talk about what you like. Come on up here.
Cole, you're more than welcome to hit that link and talk about it. It's fine. Hey, look. Hey, I'll
don't get it twisted.
I'll say it like this. I'll say it like this. Anybody who comes up on the stream and wants to give their input on the topic are more than welcome to give their input on the topic. So as long as we're all respectful of one another and we're civil to each other. That's all.
I mean,
that's all
fun fact, I am a Red Ranger fan. I don't have a Red Ranger shirt. So I figured I'm wearing a Green Ranger shirt, make the background, Tommy. But in this discussion, either one of them could be just as good, But overall, I do prefer Jason, if anything, because he was when I used to watch Power Rangers as a kid, he was one of my favorite ones.
Okay. Yeah, we just seen more of Tommy.
But green is my favorite color, so it works. Sorry, go ahead.
We're just used to seeing Tommy more as as evil. Yeah. So we kind of know what he's about. But Jason, it was only but like a few seconds of him being evil.
I mean, but even this person who seconds, that says a lot. Because give him more time.
Hey, Kibu, what's going on?
To make that determination too. Like if he was given just the same, if he was given the same amount of time, he probably would be just as badass, if not better.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
Your favorite villains are Psycho Rangers? Okay. Yeah, maybe that'll be for another topic for another stream.
I'm seeing it too, like if they both had like the same amount of time, like because the short time that we saw how strong Jason was, imagine if he had a longer time. he would be what's the word? Indestructible? Whatever the word is. Like be out of control. He'd be just as bad as the Psycho Rangers.
Yeah. Everyone gets a trophy. What's up? You want to hit that link and talk about it? You want to hit that link and talk about it?
Yeah, come on up.
Like I said, guys, I did drop a link in the chat if y'all want to come up and talk about this and join the discussion. It's fine. You can we can talk about this and everything.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Let me know.
Some
what
people
you
said
guys
that they'll be up in a little
list.
bit. So, I mean, I don't know how much longer, but I know people said they'll be up soon. So, hopefully not too late.
Yeah.
Rebel,
This is hey Rebel, what's up? I see you. Yeah, we're gonna
yeah, come on up. Ian, come on up.
Yeah, I don't it looks like cheat. Stop it.
It looks like me when I'm hungry. I'm like, give me my food.
Oh man. But yeah, no, this is I was gonna save the stream for the weekend, but I figure I'll just get this stream over and done with because I have another stream in mind for the weekend. And speaking about the weekend, slightly off topic here. Legend of the White Dragon is going to be out in theaters this coming Friday. Also on Power Ranger Day when Power Rangers first came out back in '93. So if you're a fan of Jason David Frank, go see it. Go see his final film in which he was in. And I mean, hope you guys like it. I mean, I know there's been a lot of stories out there. Apparently it's already been rated. IGN's been rated and everything. Hey.
Hey. Oh yeah, I had my nails on Sunday, so I know.
Okay. But yeah. No, Rebel, we're not cosplaying. I don't have anything. I don't have anything for the movie.
No.
Yeah, not to the movies. Not to go see that. I don't have a White Dragon cosplay. I mean, and honestly, I'm not even like fit to be in a costume at the moment.
Even so, I mean, I know a lot of people cosplay and go to the movies, but we tried that a few times. We did more so casual stuff because it can get a little uncomfortable in a bodysuit trying to sit there watching a movie. I don't think it's that long, but still, it is uncomfortable. But like you said, we don't even have outfits for that anyway. I mean, we could have just still showed up as Power Rangers, but that would look so cheesy.
No.
People right here be looking like, oh, what the heck?
All right, we got one person in the back. Also, too, Power Morphicon is this weekend. We are not going to be there because it's in the West Coast. We're on the East Coast. We didn't plan for this, but Power Morphicon is this weekend. For anybody that's going to be at Power Morphicon, have fun and please be safe out there. And remember, guys, it's just a RangerCon. You're seeing Ranger guests. You're there to have a good time. So don't start any drama or any BS over there. All right. So just wanted to say that. Anyway, let me
oh Lord.
Let me bring up a person in the back. If you're ready, let me know and I'll bring you up. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Cider.
Hey, what's
going on?
Still alive, guys. That's right, guys. Be safe out there. Don't be doing donuts in the parking lot with red lightning. All right, we don't want that. It's not safe.
Indeed.
No, we don't need that.
This is a great topic. It's one of the things that doesn't really get talked about a lot because, of course, the first 22 episodes of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers really dominates the conversation about the brand. Turbo was a really cool idea. Unfortunately, I think too many hands were in the pot on this one, and it got a little confusing in the middle part there about what they wanted to do and lost a lot of the audience. So Unfortunately, we ended up with a really confusing ending, but as I said in the chat, had Jason stayed possessed and became the avatar of Malagor, the groom of Divatox, it would have been over for Turbo. He was manhandling Tommy. He couldn't stop him. Had Jason got his hands on Tommy again, it would have been over. Speed didn't make a
Yeah.
difference. Jason could take him.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't even fully possessed at this time. He was just like living out the fantasy of like, oh yeah, who's got the power now? You know?
Right.
Honestly, I felt like, why do I feel like that was like a line where it's like it wasn't scripted? I don't know why.
I'm sure somebody wanted to say it. Some deleted scene somewhere in the floor of a California film cutting lot is that special line, "Who's got the power now?"
Yeah. I mean, look, this isn't like a shot at the character Tommy or anything. It just happened. Like all this, because remember, you got to keep in mind with this scene, you're talking about when Tommy was evil, he was giving them the business. You know what I mean?
Right.
So to this point, when I saw this as a kid, I'm like, oh snap, Jason's evil now. So, and when I saw that, I was like, oh damn, he almost got him. He almost got him. And I mean, I heard some behind the scenes stuff about this. I don't know if it's true or not, but I won't get into it. But I mean, so when he said, "Who got the muscle now?" I'm like, yo, that had to be either off scripted or on script.
Well, again, I mean, they were the guys from the original series there, and I think they were the only ones left at that point, and I think they were really selling it. You know,
Yeah.
Amy Jo Johnson had been checked out of the franchise, and they basically had to beg her to come back for this. So,
Yeah, I remember that. Mm-hmm.
And you can tell she's just like, it's a paycheck. You can feel that in some of her performances, you know, when she's trying to be evil, and you can see in her eyes, like, is this enough, Hayam? Are you entertained yet? Are you not entertained, Hayam Saban?
Are you not entertained? That is true. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you could definitely, like they say in the chat, you can see like he's playing some pressure there.
Yep. Yeah,
Ooh.
you know, I have to wonder sometimes because of the friction, and we don't need to get into that part, but I wonder sometimes if they were like, you know what, just let it out, man. Let's see what happens. Let's see if they really tell us to cool it. It's a children's movie, you know? Just let it go. Turn it into, you know, like Bloodsport. I have a feeling they were picturing Van Damme, that final scene with Van Damme, when they were doing this, that they were just going at it like until the director is like, whoa, guys, we're going to miss the PG-13 rating.
Right. They're like, dial it back a bit, please.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
All right, Rangerist, no problem.
Hey,
This old guy, he said the script is a real villain.
Yeah, again, Turbo, it's a lot of great ideas, but for whatever reason, I don't know who thought up Larigo. Larigo's adorable. He's a nice little story element, but it just derails everything. He doesn't speak a language. He's running around with monkeys. He's in a jungle. For whatever reason, water defeats Power Rangers now. And it's like, what has happened? By the time you're chasing after Divatox's goldfish submarine, you don't even know why you're doing this anymore. You've completely forgot about the big giant lava man.
True.
Right.
That is funny. No, but it's true.
Yeah. This is true. Mm-hmm. This is true. Anything else you wanted to share with us? Looks like I got some people in the back. I think I could just make this like just a overall big discussion.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that's
I don't have anywhere to be, guys. I love talking Power Rangers. Like I said, I have Rangerologist here. It's a joke. But I do think about this. I don't know if this was intentional right here. Right?
Like a mixologist.
Right, exactly. A bartender of Power Rangers. Yes. I'll make you a mountain blaster DJ. On the rocks.
You're a discologist.
Oh, God.
Turntablist. I'm sorry.
I don't know if this was on purpose or not. This dichotomy, if the showrunners actually sought out two different martial artists. One guy was a slower performer, but he would hit harder. and the bad guy was faster or whatever. But that's how it worked out between Austin and Jason. And for whatever reason, that was one of the most compelling things about their fights when we were watching the American footage, is that the two of them were matched in how they executed the moves, but Austin was always just a little slower, and so it always looked like Jason was going to get him.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, it makes sense to me.
I am gonna. So if you want to still stay up here, Cider, you're more than welcome to. Like I said, I could just tonight. This will be. We're just discussing here. You know. So I got two more people in the back. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the real Tony Rebel. Never mind. Okay.
You drop down. Oh, okay.
And
probably connection. Okay. Yeah.
Let me give it up for Ian Connor.
Hey.
Ian, if you can hear me, he's muted. But anyway, you can keep going if you want to share anything else. We're just talking.
With Turbo, it was another one of those. I didn't know this, but I believe Divatox was an adult film performer. I correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but I believe that was her previous occupation was things you find behind a beaded curtain at movie gallery.
Oh, well, we can talk about that later, but okay. Well, you know what? Now, honestly, now it's coming to me because someone else here, one of our friends, said something about Divatox, something about she was good for she was basically eye candy for all.
I mean.
That went to the movies.
DG, a lot of us that were watching that movie realized a few things about girls when we were introduced to Divatox we had not thought about before. There were a few ideas that came to mind.
I mean, look.
They could be pirates, of course. What else would I mean?
Yeah. I mean, look. Pirates. I'll leave it at this. I was a young boy. I mean.
Yes. And there was a lot of lady on camera
during this conversation.
Well, that's one of the most confusing things about Power Rangers is that it has one of the most remarkable streaks of like gender equality. The females were usually the villains, and they weren't like dumb. They were competent most of the time. Rita, for all of her faults, was actually pretty ingenious. She defeated the Order of Meridian and chased them down to one member that was hiding on Earth. That's pretty amazing. You know?
Yeah.
Right. You know, you look all the way up to Trakina. Trakina was a combat master. She was using like 3 different martial arts at the same time, mostly because the actress was being shown moves, but the character looked like this amazing combat specialist. And that's a girl. Right. Little boys were like, girls are badass, dude. Then you had Astronema, and you want to talk about boys realizing things about girls. Astronema shows up, and the first vision we have of her is the camera zooming in on her butt. That's in the intro. You can watch that right now. That woman is facing away from the camera. It zooms in on her back as she turns around. The first thing you see about her is her butt.
I'm aware.
Chaim Saban's like, I have a plan to fix that population crisis problem.
So do we need to do another females? See, now you wasn't here for my stream when we did females villains or female villains of the grid. I may have to do a part 2 to that now.
Well, you gotta admit, like when you take a look at all of the women villains throughout Power Rangers, I mean, oh my gosh, her name just like Rancic's daughter. I've forgotten her name now. I don't know why I remember it to begin with, but
yes,
I think it's Nadira,
right?
Nadira, yeah.
Nadira is a ditzy woman, but she wants to impress her father. She's not really a villain. She just doesn't want to be ostracized by her dad, who's already really stressed out. And she acknowledges that about him sometimes. It's one of the most wholesome things about the franchise, because guess how Power Rangers Time Force starts out? With rationalizing eugenics. That's right. They come from a future where DNA is screened for faults. That's how Rancid comes about, is because he was a dud. And
Yeah.
so it is a trip with these guys. And so you meet Nadira, who's like, my dad is half of his face is melted, bone swords come out of his knees, and everybody hates him because he's ugly. He looks like Billy Ray Cyrus, but wet. And so we've got to go and like help him out. You know, she's a teenager, she wants things. And he supports her falling in love with Lucas. This whole franchise defeats teaching little boys to hate little girls. It defeats the idea that it's all about violence. At every turn, you find these tiny little things where the writers were like, hey kid, you're not an idiot. I'm not going to treat you like you're a big dumb idiot. Have you ever heard about this thing called a princess? Now, why would a knight care about a princess? Let me teach you why.
Okay. I have somebody else in the back. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Brent.
Hi.
Hey.
What's up, Brent? What's going on?
Good. How are you?
I'm all right.
Good,
are you
good.
excited for PMC this weekend? If you're going.
If I'm going, of course.
Remember to wear body armor.
Let me just say that because it's not confirmed. I don't know yet because I mean, look at the topic.
Okay.
Hey! Remember, Brent, we got to keep it DG.
Keep it DG. Yes, exactly.
Your words. Your words.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, thank you. By the way.
No problem. So this topic of evil Tommy versus evil Jason. So this situation comes up in obviously the Green Ranger series. Yeah.
Well, yes, that, or more so like, who is your favorite? Name, put your input on it. Some attributes for evil Tommy when he was evil, Jason when he was evil. I mean, go nuts.
Okay, so they're evil, green with evil, fins and needles. This is where they both the spell. You remember there's like a spell that's put on both of them and they're fighting in the TV series. And then there's I think there's the one where they the water the whole team's put under a spell. I don't know if that's evil or not. And then there is obviously the Turbo movie. So Ko might be watching. I didn't really look at the chat, but again, I'm going to bring up Douglas Sloan. I'm going to bring up Douglas Sloan, his book, because this is relevant in this discussion because he coached the evil JDF he was his acting coach. So he coached JDF to act a certain way, literally in the Green Ranger series. He wrote Fins and Needles, where both Tommy and Jason were evil. And he wrote the Turbo movie. He described in this book as absolute disaster. When I heard this, I was like, Cider needs to read the book, Douglas Sloan's book. I'll get into that later. But first of all, my favorite, I hated, they were my 5th and 6th favorite Rangers, let's put it that way. Couldn't stand either of them. But I would say evil Jason, because evil Tommy was very mean to my favorite character, Trainee. He attacked her. He literally backstabbed her in the Megazord. So
I remember that.
So and then Jason, even though he wasn't evil, saved the day. So I would have to give it to evil Tommy, even though I didn't really like either of them.
I think I already knew what your answer was to that, Brent.
Yeah, and it's just the evil, they were both, I mean, the evil Tommy is obviously more popular because again, Ko's gonna mock me for mentioning Douglas Sloan, but it's absolutely relevant in this discussion. The way, the evilness, the laugh, the way he presents himself, that's why that character is so iconic. That's why the evil Tommy's more popular. Evil Jason was not as prevalent. It wasn't as popular. And Fins and Needles, both evil Tommy and evil Jason, the acting was atrocious in Fins and Needles. But when they were both evil in that scene, it allowed Trini to show there was a level of acting in that scene when they were fighting in the hallway, and you see how you show strong women. There's this issue about showing strong female characters. There's a level when they were both evil. She showed a level of strength of that's not really discussed. It's in the main show. Strength is usually discussed about physicality, but in the episode when they were both evil at the same time, she showed a level of care. She didn't try to mansplain them, tell them you guys need to do this. When evil Jason they both left, she shut the locker room and she showed there was something wrong. She cared about both of them. This is how you show strong women. And I think Douglas Salone really wrote a really good episode. Quintanilla when they were both evil. I mean, obviously the delivery, especially when they first became evil, it was kind of cringe. But I think I believe, my speculation is they played off of the real life drama. I think that some of that was played into when they were both evil. There was some real life drama.
Let me acknowledge super chat. Wow.
Oh wow.
Nerd talk.
Hey, thank you, Nerd Talk.
I guess if he's gonna be in the chat, he's gonna hook your brother up. The fact that Evil Tommy did stuff that we haven't seen at Power Rangers before makes him superior. Man, look, get out of here, man.
And the movie, the Turbo movie.
I thought we were trying to stick to the show, man. Y'all keep bringing up all this behind the scenes stuff.
No, but the Turbo movie is a disaster. Like you obviously from a fan perspective, it is a disaster. But if you read Doug Salone's book, which is absolutely relevant in this discussion, it is because Shuki Levy and Shel Danielson wrote a over 100-page script when the original movie was 90 pages. And I think Doug Salone speculates that the movie was the first movie underperformed. And he felt that, I think Doug Salone talked about how there was a speculation that there was not enough creative control given to the Saban production. Too many of the Fox executives got involved in the first movie, which, I mean, a lot of the Tommy fans, they say the movie was great, it was a success. But if you read Doug Salone's book, I think it was an overcompensation for the lack of creative control Shuki Levy had in the first movie. So he was given the reins for the Turbo movie. There was so much excess. You talked about Diva Talks being over the top, but a lot of the Diva Talks was kept in there because apparently Shuki Levy and Shel Danielson found her to be funny, and they just wanted to keep it in there. And I think the evil part was just it was just a whole mess. That whole movie was a disaster. And they threw in scenes like the pirate ship. It was just random, but apparently Shel Danielson wanted to keep that in there. And it's like, what the hell? It was just random. And then the evil part. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Let me put a pin note in this because I want to start bringing more people up.
Right.
Mike Johnson.
Mike Johnson?
You're.
Hey, Romano.
And Romano.
Hey.
You're.
All right, we could continue with the conversation. Ion. Oh, my bad. And Ion.
Oh,
Ion.
How are you guys?
Ion, we're here to keep it PG.
I only seen the back screen. I was like, is he ready?
I'm like, he disappeared, bro.
Nah, but anyway, go ahead, Brent. Either Brent or Side. I think you were about to say something.
Oh, was he going to say?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I just wanted to say that Turbo is also beautifully shot. That's the most that's the crime of it. Is it's so beautifully shot from a cinematic perspective, where you're like, if you're looking at how the camera's moving through the sets, those water scenes with the Piranhatrons are moving around, and you've got the water reflecting off of the inside of the tank where they're keeping Bulk and Skull while they're speaking Spanish for some reason. and it's just so beautifully shot.
My name
Detox
is Antonio Montana. Yeah.
exactly. It's so beautifully shot. Like the night scene where they get abducted, it's literally out of like Contact with the Third Kind or whatever that one where they like use the keyboard to communicate with the aliens. It's so Spielbergy at the same time. It's just so well done, and it's a crime that everything else about the movie is like a traffic accident that won't stop.
According to Douglas Love, Blaine Shuki Levy's and Shell Danielson's. I mean, obviously, Romano, you know who these people are. Shell Danielson and Shuki Levy. They had too much creative control. Obviously, with the first movie, according to them, like the Fox, the studio, those executives had more input into it, and that's why they, according to Douglas Sloan, that's why the Saban people felt it underperformed. So now Shuki had the reins to make this script, and Douglas Sloan and Ann Knapp or Ann Austin. I mean, these are people in the writing, the creative department. They were interrupted by Shuki and Shell. And there was this drama. I think Douglas believes he was fired from Turbo because of his input into the. He tried to fix. That was his job. Doug Stallone and Ann Knapp or Ann Austin were tasked to fix this movie, and they were given pushback. And you see it's all over the place. The pirate ship, like Douglas was the pirate ship. What the hell is this pirate ship? And it's just a whole disaster. And the evil Tommy, evil Jason. I mean, I think there's some real life drama going on in there with that show.
Let's reel it back to that evil Tommy Jason.
Yeah,
go ahead.
There's one quick thing I want to touch on the Turbo movie, which Cider, I completely agree. There's two things I love. Well, three things I love about some of my favorite shots from the Turbo movie. One, you know, the one scene where Kimberly's laying on the beach of her butt. That beautiful shot, just right there.
Hey.
You know the scene I'm talking. Just
the moon is in the shot. They're telling you.
And wait, hold on. And another thing, this is the second one. Was it's two. It's 2-1, and then I'll get on the Tommy versus Jason topic. But every frame of Hillary Shepard's cleavage is great. Just, I mean, come on, you get 2 for 1 there. All her shots, it's great.
Yeah, shout out to Hillary Shepard for killing it as Divatox in that
Hillary
movie.
Shepard.
I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to her.
And Hillary Shepard. Yeah, and Hillary. Shout out to Hillary Shepard and her cleavage. Thank you for that.
Anyway, okay, so
anyway, it's all love to Hillary. They did the right thing. They knew what they were doing, and I appreciate
evil
that.
Jason. She created evil Jason, or was it that? Was it Al Gore? Was it Al Gore?
Sacrifice.
Courtesy.
I thought you said Al Gore for a minute. I was like,
Al Gore is crazy, dude.
Al Gore or something. What?
Al Gore.
Okay.
But I have a screen for you. This is the cinematography that I'm talking about. So this helps this evil aspect of Jason too, because all this underlighting makes someone look so menacing. This script where she's a frog lady with
Thank
a
you,
freaky
David
tongue.
whining. David.
Elvis.
So many things I could say about her using that tongue.
The frog.
I'm gonna resist.
It's so gross. Ugh.
Gross.
Anyway.
I think different thoughts with that. Anyway, for this, so as you can tell, I'm team. Here, let me make it clear.
Yeah.
I'm team.
Do you think there's some
team
real
Jason.
life
No,
drama,
team
real
Tommy.
life drama involved in the evil
Oh, I see
Jason?
it.
Yeah. Here. Team JDF. Team Tommy.
Oh, nice.
I see it.
Yeah. Oh, here, I'll stand up again.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we
Ay,
doing? Is this some kind of
ay.
Benny Hill act? What are we doing?
I know.
What are we doing, DG?
He's
This is
sitting
a
up and sitting back down.
Get the workout tonight.
I got.
Who needs a
Hey, well, I gotta
Stairmaster?
fix it
Just
real
come on DG's stream.
Hold on, I gotta fix it real quick.
But I'll say my reasons why. I'd say we kind of brought this up last time with the whole green with evil thing. I think that again, him being on made the most impact on the show, and that's what most people remember Tommy for, him being evil. And that was when the show became a huge hit, where Jason, evil Jason, no one really thinks about. Before then, he was only evil twice. It was Mighty Morphin Mutants, and then we're Bad Reflection on You, and then that's about it. It didn't mean anything. And then even Turbo didn't do well, and not a lot of people remember Jason being evil there. Even that, despite the real life stuff, hate to say it, it's just not that memorable. Besides to the group of us here, no one really remembers.
Hang on a second.
Evil Jason.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Nobody really remembers evil Jason where they remember evil Tommy. Just everybody knows that, and that's everyone's favorite version of it. So,
Right.
And just it sold the most. The VHSs. I even have that separate DVD.
Let me
copy,
acknowledge
but
the
yeah.
super chat.
Anyway, that's it.
He's stupid. He knows what he's doing.
No. Let me acknowledge. I look because it's a 2-hour super chat. Congrats for Ian for winning the rap battle. Look, I'm not. Let's nerd stop. Okay, just let's be whatever rap battle's going on.
There's no rap battle. I don't know.
I
don't know what nerds talking about.
Staying on topic here, man. We staying on topic here.
There is no rap battle.
Okay.
There is
Keep
no
it
war
DG.
in
I
Bossing
think I know where this is going. Keep it DG.
Guys, please stay on topic, man. I'm not trying to have no derailment here, and we're not. I can't be up here all night.
Guys, there is no war in Bossing Say. There is no war in Bossing Say at all. Remember.
But we'll leave it at that.
Anyway, yeah, because that's where I cut. But basically, I'm Team Tommy for all the reasons I said why. So that's about it. Is it Ian who's next or Mike who's next?
Oh, it could be.
I don't know. Did you want to say anything?
If you want Mike to go, Mike, you can go. I'll be like,
go ahead, Mike. Share your input on this. Evil Tommy or Evil Jason? What's your input on this?
Okay. Where do I start? Where do I start?
Dude, just start.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna start. All right, since I picked for, I gotta get us off my chest right now. I love you, Jason, but I had to go with Tommy. Evil Tommy himself.
Why?
Now listen. With all due respect, I love Jason. I have nothing against this character as an evil. But here's the thing: Tommy is much quicker. Tommy is quicker than when he became an evil Green Ranger. Because nobody knows.
Okay, nerd. No problem, nerd. Thanks for the super chat, but okay.
Oh Lord.
All right, nerd, please. Anyways, yes, Tommy was the first Green Ranger when he became evil. When nobody knows how quick and tough and aura that Tommy has on his wherever he has. But yeah. But Jason, he's kind of bit surprised me a little bit. But as an evil Ranger, whatever it is from Turbo, I gotta look it up on what he did. But I don't want to say about. I'm not talking about the choking thing I was talking about.
Shout out to my brother Black Titan for being a member for 3
Black
months.
Titan?
Keep it DG.
Hey.
Evil Tommy versus Evil Jason.
Yes.
Yeah, guys, let's stick to the topip here.
Yes.
Let's stick to the topic. And let me bring up. And while you keep on talking, Mike, let me bring up.
All right.
Somebody else in the back. Rangerverse. What's up, man?
Hey.
Rangerverse.
There he is. Hello.
There
he is.
Mike. let Mike finish, and Rangerverse or Ion. If you want to go next, it's fine.
All right. Yeah. What I said. Evil Jason. He's gotta be impressed on the Turbo Ranger. I'm kind of bit surprised. Like, I'm not talking about the choking one. I'm talking about when he's surprised. We got the scary deep voice like. "Grr." I was like, damn, that scared the crap out of me. I was
Oh
like,
my god.
No, I got the
was
muscle
thinking,
of the
I was like, man, I
power.
was, yeah.
Well, hold on a second. There we go.
There's the
Oh,
choking
no.
one I was talking about. I was like, who made that
That
voice
was
like that? I would
serious
think done
business
this.
going on right there.
Who's
Yeah,
the one
like-
with the power now?
Compliments to Shuki Levy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish they could have done this to Tommy voice a little bit. That would be even much scarier. That would be scary if I heard Tommy voice. Well, anyways, I got
really quick too. In the end,
yeah. Go on.
oh no, you. Sorry, Mike. You first.
I'm just waiting. Oh, sorry. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So I got the evil green Tommy for Jason right now. Jason, I still love you, man, but I got Tommy. So yeah, that's all I got said.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not
See
racing.
somebody in here I don't recognize. Ninjetti Rides and says in honor of Legend of the White Dragon, I have to say Tommy.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Ian?
That's why
I wanted to say one quick thing. In the end, who's more popular? Like Jason can Austin can choke Jason there, but really, who's still more popular? Jason. And I wanted to ask really quick: does anyone else have this? The Green with Evil, when they put Green with Evil out on DVD.
DVD.
Shout Factory did
I
this.
didn't
It's
get
just
the
all 5
DVD.
episodes on one day.
I had
Yeah.
to tape the cassette tapes of that.
I
I'm
never.
missing part 5.
Oh, he kept it DG for real. We got the cassette.
I saw it, but I was going to get it. I saw it, but I was going to get it, but no, I didn't get it yet. As a kid, probably. Yeah.
I had the VHS, but I was never able to find part 5. But I saw it on TV though. And then years later, we got the DVD for it, and then I saw it on streaming.
And I saw it on JetX.
Oh man, the greatest part of the '90s, you can record your favorite television shows on VHS.
Oh,
yeah, such good times.
Yeah.
I had so many things recorded on VHS.
Man,
I had so much time, man.
The little label on it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But whenever I start these conversations, right, I like to always throw it out there. Like, right, especially whenever we're talking about Turbo, is we need a director's cut of Power Rangers Turbo. Like, that's my biggest goal. I'm going to continue to advocate for it, regardless of where I go. I want the director's cut. You know what I mean? Because I feel as though there's a lot that was, like, left on the cutting room floor. And I feel like us as fans, we deserve that. You know what I mean?
Not really.
You don't think so?
No, I think Shuki left. Wanted to keep a lot of it was a bunch of mumbo jumbo. I mean, it seems like. Obviously the movie has been released, but Doug Sloan tried to cut a lot of it. But now all the action, I think a lot of it was kept. I think. I don't think there's very much has been. I mean, obviously,
I wouldn't mind seeing a director's cut, though. I mean,
put up the back of the whatchamacallit. Yeah, put up the whatchamacallit, the back of the cover. We didn't even get to see whatever Tommy was using to fight whatever that was. I guess it was a snake or something, or like you know what I mean. And him and Kat were in the jungle. There's a whole like scene. We didn't get to see the Zeo yellow and green.
The flamethrower.
Yep, with the flamethrower. We didn't get to see a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? So it's like, who knows what was left out? That's why I'm asking and I advocate for the director's cut being out. You know what I mean?
I would add to that.
Go ahead.
Even the Mighty Morphin movie, there's so much of the fight scenes they cut. I want to see the rest of JDF's playing that. Like the other,
Johnny did an interview said that they left out. They left out. There was a lot of fighting scenes that Johnny did, and it was cut out. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they have to keep it at a certain length. I think Fox they really wanted to limit the length of the movie, so I think but this
But
movie there was a
but
lot
I agree
that
with
was
that.
kept on.
I agree with that, and because it really hurt Turbo. It really hurt the Turbo movie. Them cutting out all the Zeo stuff, and then like how the powers were even made. Like I like the idea that Billy helped make them, but they cut all that. Again, like even this, just the jealousy and anger you can see in Austin's face for Jason. It's so funny. Like he wasn't acting.
You think it's real? Do you think this is real? You think this is real?
Oh, I bet there. Yeah. Oh, I bet there's some real anger. Look, because think about it, JDF is still more popular than Jason to this day.
That's what I thought of for so many. That's what I thought of for so many years. If that was the case, I mean, look. Shout out to both of these guys because I have met both of them in the past, and I know recently I've been seeing Austin in the con scene and everything, you know. But like I don't know. Every time I think of this movie, I'm like, yo, like there had to be something.
Yes,
but it's all good though. It's all good. I'm not trying to stir nothing up. I'm just saying.
There was something. I mean,
we'll be all night talking about this.
I mean, in Fins and Needles, Austin's character says the Power Rangers were doing just fine before you showed up. Not this.
And that ain't true. That ain't true.
They were doing just fine, but I think I don't think Doug Stallone had to do much acting coaching in that scene. That's just my speculation. I mean, you guys, if you're going to PMC, you could ask him this weekend, like how much coaching how much of the real life did you have to incorporate when they were evil to make the scene happen? How much did you have to coach? How much did you grab from the real life? Because I don't know. I mean, Austin wasn't. They're not the best actors. I don't think there had to be some real life. I mean, I don't know. It's just speculation. Oh, this is they were in the dark dimension or whatever the. Here, okay.
Yeah, this is
Cold Dark Dimension.
No, this is during Green with Evil.
Green with Evil.
Yep.
Wow.
Is this not the green candle? This isn't the green candle dimension, or am I tripping?
No.
Okay.
Because this is Green with Evil when Green Ranger was evil.
Okay, yeah, but they must use
Green Candle, but they did use the Dark Dimension. They did use that scene for the Green Candle.
Yep.
Oh, that's so dope.
I mean, it's a very menacing space. So
100%. 100%. I always thought that it low-key was connected somehow to, like, you know, Zed's palace. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
I'm sure they still made. I think they used it again when Zed came in
they
season
do.
2.
Yep.
They did.
Yep.
They used it when
they used it many times.
Yeah.
Yep.
100%. But I like the whatchamacallit. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Dan.
It was season 3 they stopped using it, but yeah, through 1 and 2 they still used it.
Yeah. Nah, but you were about to say something.
Okay, like going into this, okay, I know what my background is suggesting, but I am going to have to go with Jason in this conversation. You know what I mean? Like with these types of conversations, I try my best not to go into like the real world aspect of things, right?
I know.
And I only like Britt. I am not blaming you at all, Britt. At all.
No, but the production, the characters are written by certain individuals, and they bring these characters to life. And when you have the Turbo movie is a disaster. I mean, I read about it. Like it's just like, my God, Shuki, the ego trip. I mean, Shell Danielson, my God, like. Your ego gone like you find Diva Talks hysterical. I mean, you might find it funny, but are the kids gonna find it funny? Like apparently there's like a frog scene. There's like a frog scene or something, and it's like, what the hell? Like people want a menacing villain. Doug Stone explained that kids want a menacing villain that makes them concerned that the good guys can't win. I mean, when they see Diva Talks being like a clown, kids aren't really concerned that the Power Rangers are gonna lose. I mean,
Yeah, I think that scene is cut like when it's like the TV version of the movie. You know what I mean? I think that scene gets cut. It's like
Does
a
it?
lot of it's a lot of Diva Talk scenes get cut, if I'm not mistaken. Like a lot of them when it,
Yeah, they're not going to make a PG-13 for cable rating with that whole thing in there. No, there's a lot of
100%.
stuff
Right.
they had to cut out.
Right. I mean,
But with these conversations, I like to like only like refer to like the canon of the show. You know what I mean? So whatever they like put out there. So if I'm only going based off the canon of everything, right, it's going to be Jason 100%. First of all, Jason as a good guy beats an evil Green Ranger. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
he's the reason why they won, and with Green with Evil. And then if we're talking about, because we always have it's all about the power levels. You know what I mean? So we have to talk about facts. We have to talk about the escalation of villains in Power Rangers, right? So from
in
Rita
this regard, it is.
to Zed to even what's Rita's father's name, Master Vile, to the Machine Empire. Like, it keeps repping up, right, every time. So once we get Diva Tox, even though she seems as if she's not the most powerful villain, right, from those people who were her predecessors, for lack of a better term. So she is the most powerful villain at that point in time, to the point where the Turbo Megazord is the most powerful Zord that was created during that time, right? So with that being said, we would have to surmise that the Turbo powers are the most powerful Ranger powers in existence at this point in time, right? So if that is the case, the fact that Jason is even like, 1v1ing a Turbo Red in this way and dominating him, right? We have to surmise that, he would be 10 times stronger than a evil Green Ranger. You know what I mean? So just off of that alone, evil Jason wins this conversation. Now, people can come in with, their biases and everything like that, but like, let's take bias out for a second and let's only go off the canon of the show. We have to give it to Jason in this moment, regardless of how we feel about any actors.
Okay.
You mean Jason Lee Scott or
Jason Lee Scott?
Yeah.
Jason Lee Scott, 100%, not Jason David Frank. See, I'm only going about the canon of the show right now.
Okay.
Right.
Ian,
That's kind of
too. That's where I was coming from, though. But like, that's why.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Here's the thing. I don't disagree to an extent, but here's the thing. I'm thinking impact. Like, as I said in the beginning, Tommy's was more impactful. It's more memorable than Jason's. And like, again, I don't disagree with your points. Like, I completely get it. It's just, again, again, just Tommy's more memorable than Jason, I think, in that department. You know what I mean? Again, don't disagree at all with anything you've said.
That could be considered 100% a fact. You know what I mean? It's like Jason is the overall more popular character throughout any season of Power Rangers. You put him anywhere. You know what I mean? Even in the seasons that he's not in, Jason David Frank is still the most powerful, popular Ranger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he is.
So I understand where you're coming from completely.
Yeah, it's an open-ended question. Evil Tommy versus evil Jason. It's not like who would win in a battle. It is like you're comparing many different factors, like who is more popular, who is more impactful, who's a better who's better written. All these things. It's DG didn't word it. Who would win in a fight?
I think maybe we're gonna have to do a Turbo Talk.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Everybody knows this is not a secret. Turbo is my favorite.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Like, here's the thing. That was Tommy's whole arc. His whole evil thing was not. This was just one brief scene in a movie that wasn't even that long. And Tommy's there was build up to it. It was on and off. And they knew how to work, like, because in almost like every other episode too, he was always reflecting, or they would always try to, even season 2, they would always try to make Tommy evil again, even with Dimensions in Danger. With that, it was like it was kind of his thing. So with Jason, when like no one would remember and no one would care. Even in, like, I'm going to bring up Zio here too, since we're talking show wise. They kind of did that again in King for a Day. So because they knew that's what he's most remembered for, and
wasn't that a big gripe behind the scenes though? Like, and I hate to get in those conversations a little bit, but it's like, wasn't that a big gripe when he came back for the movie and they were like, hey, we're gonna turn Jason evil? And he's like, no, Jason can't be evil. Like, Jason is like the golden boy, you know, to the Power Rangers franchise. So it's like him turning.
Well, Austin wanted to be evil. He wanted to be evil. I think he wanted to be evil. I mean, obviously. I think at this point it was just that movie was a disaster. It's an accumulation of poor production decisions that led to that disastrous movie. Big egos getting in the way of creativity.
Mike.
You know, it's just kind of like that's the result of things. When you let corporate greed get involved in the creative decisions, you get Power Rangers Turbo. The movie.
Well, I have a question.
Brent, did you see Power Rangers Turbo, the movie?
I saw clips of it. I haven't seen the whole movie. Like, I haven't seen the first Mighty Morphin movie.
You got to see the whole. Wait, Brent.
Only clips.
You should see the. You could. Wait. Yeah, you should see the whole movie before you say it's terrible, though. That's it, because I did the same thing with like I was gonna do. I wasn't going to watch Cosmic Fury, but I wanted to have an opinion on it, whether it was good or bad, to know whether it was before I speak of anything. I mean, obviously I didn't like it, but there were things I liked in it. Like, it's not great, but I think it's better to watch something to get an opinion on it, so you know what you're talking about, despite little clips.
Right,
even the Mighty Morphin movie.
Guys, I want to ask this question that Mike kept put up. Would Jason still be stronger if he had just as much time as Tommy, if given the time? It
depends on which way they like. I like the way Cider, is that your name? I like what Cider said about him being an avatar for Malagor, right? If that was the case and we made Malagor the big bad and Jason was the avatar for him, 100% he would be 10 times stronger than an evil Tommy. You know what I mean? But it all depends on what direction they would have taken it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I'm only asking that because I know we don't get as much time with evil Jason. So I'm thinking if we had the same amount of time, if not more, how would that compare? That's maybe I'm thinking
a team
in
like
that regard. You know what I mean?
He would have team like total victory. That it would have been flawless victory.
And then there probably wouldn't have been a transfer of power at that point. The escalation
to who? Who would have been left? We're talking about Dark Spectre's body, okay? That's what Dark Spectre had to do, was take over Malagor's body. He would have taken Jason's body, okay? If you follow the line of succession of what happened here, Jason would have eventually become the avatar of Dark Spectre. Who would have been left standing?
You could have. Yo, can you imagine if that really happened? If that really happened, I'm telling you, man. If you gave Jason more time, like and Jason in the show,
that's what I'm saying. If we had more time,
if you gave him more time in the show, I think Jason would have been a very challenging person to the Rangers.
No, that makes him a great hero, though.
Look at
because he can be so evil.
Like, I'm sorry, sorry to cut you off, but look at this picture. Look at the size difference between these two, dude. Like, no wonder why he said, "I'm the one with the muscles and the power."
I mean, Jason looked muscular, but Tommy looks kind of the same too.
Boy, that boy look like he's towering over him a little bit. Like, he looks like Jason looks like a kid in this, and Tommy look like a grown man. Like, you got some years, buddy. That's probably would contribute it to like their behind the scenes feud a little bit. Like you a little guy compared to me, you know what I mean?
Oh Lord. DDH says something interesting here. Imagine if Malagor gave Jason a suit and he would have had longer time being evil. I think he would have gave Tommy a run for his money.
Oh yeah.
You want to talk about an interesting storyline? You have a blacked out Tyrannosaurus costume, but it has volcanic armor, like the shield, like the Green Ranger shield, but it's done in volcanic glowing armor. And his sword is all cracked and broken, but it's got that like orange glow, like magma glow through it.
Oh, that'd be
so it's
dope.
like this very
that would be
menacing
so
Ranger.
cool.
And then you've got Divatox being the Rita goofball character we're used to from Mighty Morphin. And you've got the crazy, very scary, evil Malagor Jason, who's her husband. Oh no, everybody. That would have completely rewrote the dynamic of Turbo. You would have gotten like 8 seasons of Turbo then.
Facts.
They would have buffied that.
I agree.
But Turbo was viewed as a parody of the previous. It was called in the Japanese series Car Ranger or something. So it's just kind of it was kind of a joke, and I think it wouldn't have lasted because I think like imagination is all about imagining things that aren't real life. I mean, those cars look like. I mean, there are some real life cars that look better than that. I'm just saying. If like just what Cider was saying though, like imagine if you could have went further with that had it not relied so much on the Car Ranger, stuff. You know what I mean? Like they could have did if the writers and directors really wanted to get more creative, they could have broadened this a lot more. But they weren't.
You know, they did. Yeah, it just didn't happen. It just didn't, and that's why you're left with like the comic book series. Shuki. That's why you're left with the comic book series, where like the comic book series, they pretty much extend the Ranger universe and everything. Right. I definitely need to catch up on the comic book series because it looks like there's a lot of lore in there. So I'm not too familiar with the comic book series, but I know there's a lot of lore in there, especially when Tommy becomes Lord Draken.
Turbo had a huge lift, okay? The Turbo movie even bigger because they had to pack it into a movie instead of like 50 episodes.
Yeah.
So Turbo had a huge lift. The Zeo Crystal was like, hey, these Zeo powers continue to get stronger. They accumulate energy over time. They will kill the morpher, the owner of the morpher attached to them.
Yep.
That's what I concluded out of the Zeo powers because we're told over and over again that these Ranger powers continue to get stronger and stronger. Well, I'm sorry, when you see what the Zeonizers do when they transform you, you imagine jacking that up to 11? That's going to hurt. So what ends up happening is that Turbo has to step in and say, we're going to drag that down from the Empire in space is here to destroy everything, like some War of the Worlds thing. We're going to back it down from these are the strongest Power Rangers that could ever be, back down to the strongest Power Rangers ever so far. And that's what Turbo was trying to land. It came in one wing into the runway, unfortunately, but they were trying to land this massive mythology that was like, as you said, it ramped up, and then they were like, hold on, how do you top a space empire run by Terminators that have family dysfunction? How do you top that? You know, and then they're like, I don't know, cleavage space pirate?
Facts.
I mean, the best person to ask is Shuki Levy. So,
a musical genius, Shuki Levy.
Musical genius, absolutely.
But it's like, don't give the Bandcamp guy the script. Just don't do that. Give him the script.
Him and Haim Saban, they're musical geniuses. They were able to negotiate royalties. In the 1980s, which is interesting considering how Haim Saban operated when they wanted a percentage of the toys with their likeness. Yeah, he was able to negotiate royalties. There's a little double standard. I mean, this is a little off topic, but the double standards. Come on. But anyway, we're a little. Let's keep it DJ here.
Do we have any other what if scenarios? Any other what if scenarios? Any other ideas? Rangeverse, do you have any input on this?
Thank you for teaching me the word glazing.
I had to teach him. I had to teach him. Well,
Are there any Tommy Glazing, Jason Glazing?
So since I got brought into this, because I'm literally, at like, okay, so I'm actually looking over something.
I know what you're talking about. I already know what you're talking about.
You know what this is, but just know I'm looking over it. But since I've gotten brought into this, I'm sorry, Romano. Look, I know you're a Tommy Glazer, and I get it, but dude, get off Tommy's dick. I swear to God, get off of him, bro. Look, no matter what you say about Tommy, I'm gonna say this. Look, I did not think I'd have to tell you, and you were there when I said it, but I did not think I'd ever in this lifetime ever have to tell you what I told Sean. Bro, if it was not for Jason beating Tommy, Tommy would not be as popular as he is. I'm sorry.
I know that. Yeah, I know that. No.
Hold on. And then not only that, let's not forget. Come on. You've watched this how many times? And you're a Tommy Glazer. We've all watched it. Come on. Jason did not need any other power-ups or nothing to beat Tommy when he was straight up.
That's what I was saying in the beginning.
He whooped him on his own stuff. What did Tommy have? Infused dark magic.
Oh, no.
Green dragon.
No,
green power coin. And the sword of darkness, which was supposed to amplify his power. I'm sorry. How do you come in with not any of that except your Green Ranger power? You jump. Like, the only reason why you won the first fight was because you ambushed them and caught them off guard. That's the only reason why Tommy actually won. Other than that, we saw what happened when they came to that 1-on-1 fight. We saw what happened. Jason won outright.
Let me.
I was talking more.
Put a pin on. Hold on a second. Let me put a pin on that. I just got another super chat from Nerd Talk. You on fire tonight? You on fire, Nerd Talk?
Nerd got that bag.
But it was more like, how do you get more parents or dads to bring their children to the theater? Look, man.
Oh,
we're talking about the movie, the Turbo movie.
Hold on. I appreciate the super chat, but look, brothers, got to be easy, okay?
Is he talking about the Turbo movie or what?
He must be talking about the Turbo movie.
I think he's talking about Diva Talks right now. That's what we talking about. I get the reference. I understand the reference.
Don't worry, guys. Don't worry.
Okay,
Since we have a lot of talk about Turbo, we're going to have a Turbo talk.
Let's get it.
We're going to have a Turbo talk, and I need y'all to show up. Show the hell up.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
Right, because me and Rangerverse do have a back and forth about that, because my hot take about this. Season of Turbo is better than the first season of Mighty Morphin and the last season of Mighty Morphin.
Ion, put a pin.
Nice.
Put a pin.
Really?
Put a pin in that.
We'll have the conversation.
Okay? Yes, we'll have the conversation. But Rangerverse and Daniel Romano, get back to what you guys were saying. I just had to acknowledge that super chat for a second.
Because I gotta respond to Rangerverse. Because here's the thing.
Right, go ahead.
I think we agreed to disagree on that. I think last time, but I was more talking just what was more popularity and impact. Well, I was just saying people remember Tommy being evil more than they do Jason. Outside of our group, no one else would remember. Oh yeah, Jason was evil in the Turbo. That's the way I meant it. Because again I don't disagree with anything you just said. That's it just took the power sword and the power blaster for him to destroy the sword of darkness. We totally agree on that. That's totally cool. Again, we can disagree. It's more I think it's more subjective. You're for that angle. I was just talking impact and popularity wise, since we're doing who's the better evil version, and I think Tommy's is more memorable. It's what kicked off everything. Green with evil people, we're still talking about it. Where Turbo, again, I hate to say it, it wasn't that big at theaters. No one really saw it till the VHS tapes. Unless you're in the fandom, not that many people remember that, oh yeah, Jason was evil for the movie. And it was only for a couple scenes. It wasn't even that long, where Tommy's thing that was constantly a big thing in the
It
show.
defines the brand.
And just
Let's not be soft.
Yeah.
It defines the brand.
I'll say this. Like,
so that's
like-
just
like-
it. I
like
don't, because I don't, everything else, Rangerverse, we completely, like, again, it's just I subjectively like Tommy more than Jason, but I don't disagree with that without Jason defeating the Sword Dart. I was just more talking, again, their impact and just people know evil Tommy way more than they know evil Jason. That's
Hold
about
on,
it. So,
hold on. Hold everything
What?
on the floor. Hold everything on the floor. We have
Oh wow!
with the
Oh.
$100 super chat.
Wow!
Oh,
With the
Thank you,
$100
Cole.
super chat.
Thank you.
Jason
Thank you,
defeated
Cole.
Tommy at the end of Green with Evil after being flogged up Goldar in the Dark Dimension, after being beaten by Scorpina, after an unmorphed fight with Green Ranger, without even a drink of water to wet the whistle. Jason straight up beat Tommy. That is Cole with the $100 super chat. Much appreciated, Cole.
that $100.
Thank you so much
Yeah.
for that. You
Hey,
didn't have to
hey,
do
hey,
that.
like, again,
I
get up-
greatly
You
appreciate
know you
that.
gotta get up here, Cole. You gotta get up here after that, man. You gotta get up here.
I mean, you're welcome to hit the link, Cole. But I
Please,
greatly
I need to
appreciate
hear
it.
it from your mouth.
Sorry, I just had to
Again, we
say
did-
that because it was a super chat coming in.
as Cider
Wow,
agree with me that it does
Cole.
define Power Rangers. So,
That's a lot
but
of
we
money.
again we don't disagree. Even with Cole's thing, just that I don't. We never disagreed on any of that. I completely we agree there. There's no argument or anything there. I was just again talking impact. What's more memorable? Just people. Like again, it's why I brought up Dimensions in Danger and why they made Evil Tommy again, because that's how people remember him. That's what sticks. That's what people know, and that's just it was a reoccurring thing for me, and that's about it. So that's it. Again, we just it's more subjectively for that part. So other than that, we're fine. So
Can I
Okay,
just say
so-
that like
Does that make
it's
sense?
impressive that like we're like 30 some odd years after this, these writers put in such depth into like 10 minutes of Japanese footage recut and redubbed, two guys in a gravel pit with foam swords beating the heck out of each other, and we're sitting here talking about it, debating the morals that went into these characters as though they're real people. That is amazing to me. That is a beautiful thing.
Thank
that, like,
you, Ducks
children's
Alone.
entertainment- Right. Well, that's amazing because children's entertainment.
No,
rarely
he's
does
talking about
this.
Douglas
It's so
Stallone
beautiful.
right here. You're talking about Douglas Stallone.
Let's Cider cook. Let's Cider.
wait,
Yeah,
let's Cider finish, Brent.
Well,
Yeah.
that's just what I'm saying though, is that I don't know these guys like you guys do. I was just some dopey kid that was like, this is the best thing ever. These are regular people that are willing to lay down their lives in protection of everything they love. And chief among that is the guy in green that's beating the pants off of them.
Yeah.
They could get in the Megazord and stomp him into a little green and red blob in the middle of the gravel pit before he can get the Dragon Zord out. He doesn't even have a cockpit. If they punch that in the right way, he's flying off for like 100 yards. He's gone. So like,
no lie.
and
So
so they're trying to
can I ask-
save Tommy the whole time, and it's you don't even know it as a kid. But Jason's fighting. He's like, Tommy, I don't want to fight you. We can work this out. And like you as a kid are like, please, Tommy's so cool. I don't want him to die. I don't want him to blow up like that eye guy did.
Yeah.
Really quick. That's if I may extend your point. That's whenever people make fun of the show or think, oh, it's just some silly kid show. I can tell they never watched it because they don't. They only remember the silly stuff. They don't know there's so much deep to it. Like some of the bit, like it's a shame that Lightspeed, Jungle Fury, Mystic Force get overlooked. And just again, people think, oh, bright suits and rubber monsters. Oh, it's a silly kid show. No, there's actually a lot of deep meaning behind it. And there's actually a lot of stuff, like personal stuff that helped me get through, like life and like shape me who I am as a person. So it's like. It's just, but it's the same with a lot of these other brands too. Like I'm sure people with Star Wars are used to this. People with just in any other kid show, they deal with the same thing. It's like, but you can do. The funny thing is, you can throw the same thing back at those people, like because there are some people who do it with sports or whatever. Like I had a dude who was insulting me about the show, but it's like he was talking about how he loved Deadpool and Wolverine. It's like, wait a minute. we're in the same thing where you talk. It's not different. Like it's the superheroes, and it's amazing to me that
The
they don't
craziest thing
see that.
happened to me the other day. I talked to
Appreciate you, Bobby.
I talk to a local news station occasionally, and they brought me onto their live stream, not their TV broadcast, to talk about the reboot I'm working on. And I'm not going to segue into that or anything, but that just, and there were people in the chat that were mad. They were like, what is this Power Ranger thing? It's got nothing to do with what you guys usually talk about. Who is this weirdo? He's passionate about kids shows. That's weird. All that stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, why would you be angry about somebody trying to save something innocent? I can understand if you want to be angry at somebody that's trying to save, like, bubble gum stuck to the sidewalk that gets stuck to the bottom of your shoe. That's ridiculous. But a children's show should be something you like second guess about. Maybe this guy's trying to actually be passionate about something. Let's find out why he's into it. And I think, Dan, you're talking about that because I think what really upsets him about Power Rangers is they missed it.
Yeah,
really,
that's what it is.
They missed it.
Probably.
And it's like it's us as fans to like keep it alive, and even like the fans who are on like the production side of it, if they're like trying to do fan projects and things of that nature, right? Or just fans of us having these types of conversations.
Shout out to them.
And
shout out to them for that, for doing these fan films of keeping Power Rangers alive. I mean, I do like how they try to put like their spin on things, or have like their take. Like, hey, like, what would happen if this happened in this part of Power Rangers, or in that part of Power Rangers? Like, having like a lot of like backstories. And shout out to you, Romano, for your productions, how you do like your backstories of like Lord Zed, even with the Machine Empire, and you mixed it in with Mass Riders villains too, or his people, where like they had some type of connection there, like where like I think like the grandfather knew some of the villains and everything. So I thought that was I saw one of those. I thought that was pretty interesting.
And let me do a shameless plug real fast. I created a Tokusatsu inspired novel. It is called Matig Jaeger. It is a 42 chapter book. You know what I mean? Look how thick. But it's Power Rangers.
Hold on a second. I'm about to put you on the big screen. You ready? There's the book.
Oh wow.
Nice. Woo. Okay.
That's really classic book.
Wow.
A few people on this panel has it. Hopefully you guys will get a chance to come around and read it and everything, you know what I mean? But it's like it's up to us to keep this franchise going now that a lot of people have like lost interest, even with like the big wigs, quote unquote, lost interest in the franchise. So it's up to us at this point with these types of conversations, creating our like fan projects and like aspiring to like show the world how cool this actually is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you guys talk about in the chat? Nerd, what are you talking about?
And Cider, one of the writers you're talking about, wrote a book. I've pushed this book. Great read, great insight.
Yay.
And it's relevant. You're talking about the great writers of the show.
No, you should see. No, Brent was like this with the book.
I mean,
Ranger, you talk about Tommy glazing. I mean, read the book. Read the book. You want to talk about Turbo? Oh my God, disaster!
Here comes. I need that book so I can see what's going on in it, for real. Because Brent, my cat, like, man, hey, I feel like I'm missing out on some stuff going on in here. I need that book ASAP.
Are you going to PMC Rangerverse?
Man, like, bro, I'm not even gonna lie. I would be there, but unfortunately, couldn't make it this time.
Oh, okay. Daniel, are you going? Daniel, are you going to PMC?
Yeah, I'm going.
Rebel.
Oh, you're going. Rangers burn buck. Oh my God. Oh man.
Let me put up what Cole said. Well, they put up what Cole said. He said, I don't know if upset is the word. Indifferent because they missed it makes more sense. Kids' tropes changed dramatically in 5 years, let alone 33 years. The time for Power Rangers was when it was.
Right.
Well, what I want to throw at you is a really interesting thing that actually happened to me the other day. A guy saw me on that live stream. He's in college. He's a 20-year-old. He messaged me and he said, "Will you let me draw your AI generation so you can copyright them? I want to see your vision at least put in front of Hasbro. I really like this treasure hunting thing. I really like what you've done with the Rangers costumes. Please, can I draw them?" And I said, "A guy, they're AI. I can't. I've spread them all over the internet. If you want to draw them, go ahead. I can't stop you if I wanted to. Thank you. Please go ahead." And so there's some college kid in this state where I live. He literally lives in the same state as I do, drawing these reboot Power Ranger things I created with the AI. It blows my mind that young people still want to hold on to this when they don't really have any like strong grip on it like we do. You know, they got exposed to like the Neo Saban era, for goodness sake, and they want to like still engage.
Yeah.
There's one thing I want. There's one thing I want to go off on that too. Which then we can get back to Tommy versus Jason. A good story, whether it's for kids or not, still can still hold up. Like, think about that. I'll bring up Star Wars again. Why do you think that's so beloved? It's for everybody, and it's like, sure, George Lucas meant it for kids, but there's a lot of dark themes and things in there, and there's death, there's arm cutting,
Slavery.
head. So yeah, there's some, but why is it so memorable? Because it's a good story, and good stories like that. I'll throw another one of my favorites, Land Before Time. That's a considered a kids movie, but guess what? Still holds up. It's still great. There's death. There's all these, and in the show, the seasons I brought, like Mighty Morphin, that which people overlook. There's so much dark, like even Green with Evil. There's so many things in it that still hold up. And Mystic Force, SPD, just all these seasons, and the fact people think it's those are good stories. Doesn't matter whether it's for a kid or not. A good story is a good story. Good characters are great characters, and it's a shame that it's what it's become. And unfortunately, as I brought up last time with Simon Bennett and all that, we've had uncreative people who don't care and just let this slip by when really. You should have it's again people like us keeping it alive, and it's I think again it shouldn't Mighty Morphin is it's timeless. People love it or hate it. It's timeless. Those suits are memorable. But yeah. Anyway, that's my spiel. But I just wanted to go off here saying sorry because I agree with you. But that's it.
Okay.
Anyway, back to Tommy and Jason.
Yeah, Ian, you were saying something. If I cut you off, my bad. Did you want to finish your point?
Oh no, I was laughing at what Cole said, because he was talking to Romano, and I was laughing at what he said as Romano was talking. I'm sorry. Read what Cole said.
Guys, just please be nice, please, guys. We can be civil here. It's all good.
Well, I won't completely disagree. Go. I like who does. I don't know.
I love this actually. The Tommy fans fighting with arguing with each other. This is what real the positive Tommy glazing that I like to see. It's positive about the show. I think it's a great thing. I mean.
Ranger Verse and I disagree on Tommy Jim, but we're still brothers. He's a great dude. I love you, man.
But you and Cole, you're Tommy fans, and you guys are arguing about Tommy. I mean, this is what I imagined all those years ago. I mean, I wonder these kids who don't want to eat because they're Green Ranger. I wonder what they're like.
Brent. All right, Brent.
Let's keep it PG. I was ready to say this. Keep it
argument.
PG.
Look, it's not a fight.
Hold on. I had a sticker for that. I had a sticker for that. Hold on a second.
Uh-oh.
I had a sticker for that.
Keep it PG.
You got to make this into a flag, man.
Keep it PG.
Oh god.
Oh man.
Any more input on the topic? Evil Tommy, Evil Jason.
Well, I did want to throw this in. We do have the Jason Draken version, and I think he's called the King Ranger, where
King
where
Tyranno.
Jason
King
Tyranno.
King Tyranno.
Yes.
Oh no, King Tyranno. I have something to show you guys about that, but go ahead. Keep going.
Well,
We already know
and
you.
so
we already know you got the cosplay, bro. You ain't got look.
Dude, man, dude, come on, man. Why you gotta spoil it?
Wait,
Damn.
But King Tyranno, it was the Draken equivalent, where we got the compiled powers. And
Yeah.
I don't remember if King Tyranno was actually canon or if it was just one of the designs that Dan Mora enjoyed and threw it into one of his compilations. But by the way, guy's a genius with Power Rangers. He found his life's calling drawing Power Rangers. But when you deal with King Tyranno, you see how raw Jason's power is. When you understand what you're dealing with, when you've compounded those two powers, like Tommy's accumulated powers over the years. You got Red Ranger, White Ranger, Black Dino Ranger, and of course he did his Master Morpher thing. And this whole thing, excuse me, Red Turbo, I forgot, and Red Zeo. My apologies. Even with those all combined, the Gold Zeo powers completely trump them alone. Then you have the Tyrannosaurus powers on top of that, and it's just. So when you talk about who's going to win in an evil scenario, he's still going to cream Draken. Draken's got all the kind of like accessory powers. Gold Zeo was like killed a guy. You know, Trey of Triforia couldn't hold on to that power.
Should that be another? That might be an idea for another stream. Draken versus King Tyranno. Honestly, I really wish. I really wish that was real. I really wish they would have played around.
Call me Hasbro, I'm right here.
Shout out to Artatran for making the concept for King Tyranno.
Yeah.
That's so dope.
And now I can't find it.
Yeah.
See, Cole got me dying right now. He said, keep it GDG written in the most aggressive font DG could find. I gotta stop looking at the chat.
Because he got him saying it
Stop
with his
looking at the
chest.
chat, Ion. You don't have to always pay attention to the chat.
Because when you don't keep it DG, yikes.
That's DG saying it with his chest.
Well,
like
hold on. Now I got a question for you guys, but first, before I ask this question, let me ask this first question because it's two questions. So the first question is, DG, you're not gonna say it with your chest, bro? I mean, because you look like you wanted to say it with your chest, when I started talking about, you can't throw a cosplay situation, but I mean, I don't know if you was holding yourself back. I don't know. Say it with your chest if you need to, man. It's okay. We all friends.
Dude, that's where your avatar comes from. That's sick.
That's sick. That's
Close.
sick.
Close. Yeah, close. The avatar that I have for my profile is different. It's still Zeo, but it's
sorry.
it's close. It's kind of close, but it is a different. It comes from Zeo though.
You look like you got much aura than Tommy, man.
That's King Tyranno. Ooh. It's all aura. All aura, no breaks. That's what it is. All
yeah,
aura,
I agree. Because look at him so angry.
Yeah, so this is my cosplay that I did as King Tyranno.
That's amazing.
That's dope.
Appreciate it. I actually want to do this outfit again. I just have to work out again to I mean, I could wear it, but yeah, your boy, let your boy get a couple push-ups in,
You did.
Oh.
Ain't that wrong?
This is a dating profile.
Okay, legit weirdest Tinder profile picture. Okay, I'm just gonna say that would be the weirdest one. All right.
Oh Lord.
Hey, but thoughts.
What's up?
Oh, no, I had my own thoughts maybe I'll find my soulmate. Maybe I need to try to pull this off. You know what I mean? Weird.
You know what? The ladies love passion.
Facts. Weird, but effective. You know what I mean?
Hey, Ion, I got a question for you, bro.
What's up?
Did you get the call?
Did I get the call? Let me see.
Yeah.
Boom, because
Did you get
Tell
the
me what
call
you're talking
of the Komodo dragon? Is what I'm saying.
that boy
Dude,
freaking.
come on, stay on topic, man. Stay on topic, man.
What you mean? Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute now. Now look.
Stay on topic, man.
It is. I am on topic. Hold on.
Y'all really stirring things up tonight.
Why y'all doing this? It's you and Nerd.
Oh boy.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hold up. Wait.
Why y'all like this?
Look. All I did was ask you, did you get the call? For the Komodo dragon, man. That's all I asked. And then look, not only that, but then it's relevant to this situation because, I mean, do you think Evil Tommy and Evil Jason can handle the Komodo?
They'll wash with it. No, okay, boom. What we're not gonna do is we're gonna keep it DG. That's what we're gonna do tonight. Guys said
but wait a minute now. Look, I kept it to the conversation. I kept it on point. So
I saw what you did there.
Full circle.
Look, Evil Tommy and Evil Jason was in the conversation, so it counts.
Oh man, I saw what you did there. I do not condone or advocate what these brothers are doing at all.
Same. Neither do I.
Now, Jason did beat the crap out of Tommy in the,
Mike, are you in? Either you're in or you're out, Mike.
Well,
either you're in or you're out.
Well, I'm listen, man. I'm in, but it's keep on muting every single time. That's why.
Okay, the most aggressive.
I'm going to get going, so maybe if I leave, then maybe they'll stop lagging. So I have to get going. This was a great conversation. If I go to PMC, that's not confirmed. But if I go, then hopefully
I'll see. About it.
Yeah, we'll talk about
it. We'll talk, Brent.
Sure. All right, see you. Bye-bye.
Have fun, man.
Bye, Brent.
Bye, Brent.
Hey, and let me acknowledge another super chat from Black Titan. Keep it DG. Aggressive.
Got too much money coming in, man.
And go with the next super chat. You guys are cooking tonight.
Yeah.
Keep it DG kicks off a scream that is the Jason versus Tommy, thinking people will be simple ever when it comes to those two characters. That's why I love DG. Can talk himself into anything. Guys, I appreciate all the super chats. I just want to say I greatly do appreciate it. Thank you. I am really grateful.
Truthfully, there are few millennial Gen X feuds that are greater than Red Ranger versus Green Ranger. There's Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny,
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Red Ranger and Green Ranger pretty much tops them all for millennials and Gen X. You want to start a fight, start talking about that. You're gonna end up on the evening news.
Cider, I'm Team Daffy for that Jason versus Tommy debate. I wish you had been here then. That you would have had the most.
How you doing, Sean Franklin?
Enjoyable laugh of your day. You would have had a good day.
I don't doubt it.
We don't have to talk about that right now.
One of the things I love about Power Ranger fans, I'm one of them. I'm not like Jane and the Apes observing you guys like a fishbowl, but one of the things I love about Power Rangers is Power Ranger fandom is that nobody's afraid to come in and say you're all wrong. Trini's the best, like Brent does. Nobody's afraid to do that, and I love that. About
keep it DG before HR gets involved. Thanks, nerd.
Yep. Yeah. So that's what I love about the fandom is that they're gonna step in and be like, "You're all wrong." Tyzon of Mercuria was the very best of the Power Rangers. You're all wrong. There's that guy out there somewhere. He's probably at a casino right now.
Oh, he's out. They exist.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But
again,
I agree.
And they're just wholehearted about it. Very few fandoms do that. People will fall behind like, oh, I like Pikachu because Pikachu's the most popular thing out there. And so if I wear the Pikachu things, the Pokemon people will like me. And I'm not saying everybody's like that, of course not. But there's so much of other fandoms that just sort of go along to get along. Whereas the Power Rangers are like, no, man, we're having a parking lot fight about this right now. It's over. It's on site, Jason fans.
Now you see when I said about the Turbo thing, like Turbo being one of the best seasons. You see how Rangerverse reacted to that, did you not? Like he was like, "What are you talking about?"
All I got to say, and I'm look. I mean, look. You already know my stance on this, but I'm gonna say it for everybody else who doesn't know. Okay, the first half of Turbo when Tommy is there, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't care. I really didn't. I was about to just check out. I was about done at that point. I did not care. But the minute Passing of the Torch came in, I was right back in. I was right back in all the way through. And I'm not gonna lie, the second half of Turbo, when TJ is the Red Ranger, look, love him or hate him, I do not care what anyone says. I will always prefer the second half of Turbo when TJ is the Red Ranger over Tommy. You can love.
That's fair.
So, hey,
that is fair.
I want to just throw something into your lap about this, okay? So I did this whole reboot thing with the intention of redoing all the original seasons to save Hasbro money on licensing and copyright. You don't have to create new things. You just, make them look different. And so my intention with Turbo was to go from the get-go with TJ's father creating the Turbo powers and the Turbo Zords and him being the Red Ranger from the start. TJ was always a better fit for that power set. He didn't fit in as the Blue Ranger. It was a good attempt. Selwyn's acting was fantastic. They were very passionate about it.
Shout out to Selwyn Ward, by the way.
The character just did not land as Blue. He never landed as Blue. He was Red Turbo, and it was so good to see him come back in Forever Red with that suit. It just felt natural on him.
I'm the TJ Glazer of the crew.
TJ Glazer. Shout out to TJ Glazer, my cat.
I will definitely say this about
TJ Glazer.
Like between Red and Blue. Like I mean, I love TJ like all the way through, Red and Blue. But if there's one thing that I wish Turbo had did that Space did do, was that they showed more of TJ, like his intelligence, like the way he came up with the plan of fighting Psycho Range. Like bro, that is a leader move right there. That's Red Ranger material right there. Why did they not show this, that this man has this quality in Turbo beforehand?
Yeah, I mean, that is the crazy part.
Are you telling me that this man had to get beat down by the Psycho, by Psycho Blue, in order for him to actually figure out a plan to beat him like that?
This might be like a controversial take a little bit, right? But the fact that they didn't have like a mentor figure during In Space, right? It made all the Power Rangers have to step up in a sense. You know what I mean? So it was like, it wasn't necessarily, it's like, okay, like Andros was more experienced with Space, but all of them were like, took like charge in different like aspects. You know what I mean? So it's like they all had to step up and be a leader in that sense. I do understand exactly what you're saying, because the fact of like, oh well, they lose tremendously like at the end of Turbo, you know what I mean? Which is arguably one of the greatest endings of any Power Ranger series, you know what I mean? Arguably. But it's like the fact that he did lose, it does cast that doubt of, oh, did he do well as a Red Ranger for a lot of people, you know what I mean? And when he does get to Space, he does get to like shine a bit more, but being a Blue Space Ranger more so than he was a Red, Turbo Ranger, even though we're not considering like, hey, these aren't seasoned Power Rangers at that point in time. They're more seasoned also in Space, you know what I mean? They also had a sucky mentor on top of that when the original Power Rangers had Zordon the whole time.
I see you in the back.
But then
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, but then you get
I'll let you finish, but I do want to get back to the topic, and I do have somebody in the back.
You're good.
I do want to get back to the topic. We are getting all over the place tonight, but go ahead. Finish.
Oh yeah, but like then these guys have like, the lady who's only asking questions like, okay, who do you think you are? You know what I mean? So it's like these kids were like in a bad situation from the beginning, but it showed him. I feel like his leader quality shows up in Turbo when he does like, Alpha's ready to like teleport them, and he's like, no, we're gonna stay here, and we're basically going down with the ship. You know what I mean? That shows tremendous leadership qualities in Turbo. You know what I mean? To be like, hey, I'm not gonna abandon essentially our home. You know what I mean? But okay, let's get back to topic.
Yeah, but and just I want to share this. This is my cat as Lord Draken.
Righteous.
Oh wow.
Thank you.
Very impressive.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And then one year we actually, I think the following year after that or two, we actually did King Tyranno and Lord Draken together. But it was hard as hell to walk around at Ranger Stop with that. I think that was Ranger Stop 2024.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And I'm not used to like the foam with the shield. It was like, oh my god, I was about to take someone's eye out with the because it's sharp. I was like, oh god. Thank God it's foam though, so it wasn't too bad.
Oh, listen.
All right. Oh yeah. Yep. I'll put that up again.
I have to bring that back, man. I have to bring it back.
Yep. Okay. I see a super chat, and then I'll bring our next guest up.
Thank you.
Cole once again with the $20 super chat. Got to remember that Tommy was on one heck of a losing streak as leader before TJ inherited the leadership role. Like I said, Tommy blocked the Red Ranger toilet and said to TJ on the way out, "Good luck in there, buddy."
That's an interesting take on how to put it.
And let's bring up somebody that I have not seen on a while up here because, you know, people be busy, but it's all good. Nerd Talk.
Hey.
Well.
Sorry, I've been busy watching rap battles.
That was crazy.
Oh god.
Stop stirring the pot, man. Come on. You're supposed to have my back here, man. Look at him.
We ain't seen this man in like a while, and he comes back with a.
That's what I'm saying. Here he's stirring the pot, man. Stop, man. Stick to the damn
topic. Hey, I supported the cause tonight. Okay. It's not my fault. Cole's trying to out super chat me here.
Oh, Cole, you heard that?
They're in a super chat battle right now.
Really though, and Ion, and you know what? You know, I'm not even gonna go there. I was gonna say something really crazy. I'm not gonna go there.
I'm doing super chats. You know,
I do have to tell you at least this, man. So I need you guys to prepare yourself for the rise of the Ninjetti. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Ion knows what I'm talking about.
I'm about 2 seconds from shutting this stream down if y'all can't get back to topic.
No,
I'm gonna ignore what Cole said unless he puts it in super chat form. So I'm gonna ignore that.
Anyway, you got nerd. Tommy or Jason as evil?
I think as an evil ranger, I'm gonna go with Tommy because I feel like he had a bigger impact as the evil ranger. But my favorite is Jason. But I think Tommy had the bigger impact. Listen, I'm gonna ignore that. I'm gonna ignore that.
If they had made him last longer as evil.
I think if they had actually gave him an evil ranger suit like they did with Cosmic Fury and the Blue Ranger there, and you would see him more as an evil ranger, I think he would have had a bigger impact. But like even the 2 times you see Tommy as evil, you can name all of them. Well, even like 3. I'm gonna give it 3 because you got Green with Evil, you got when the Green Ranger was White Ranger battle, and then you got King for a day. All 3 of them, everybody can automatically name.
But can you really count the Green Ranger versus White Ranger thing? Because the Green Ranger was a clone, though. So
it's still a version of Tommy. If people count Draken, but people count Draken.
Because that's Tommy. It's not a clone.
It's an alternate version of Tommy, though.
But it's still actually Tommy, though.
And some would defend that a clone would be an alternate version of the character. So I'm going to go with it. You can make an argument for that.
but here's another argument here. Tommy had 15 times the screen time as an actual Evil Ranger. Jason had 12 seconds unmorphed with red contact lenses. Of course, Tommy takes it with impact because he had the breathing room.
Facts.
Listen, I'm not
Like I
drunk
said-
again. I'm drinking Arizona's. It's not alcohol. Thank you very much.
They still make Arizona?
Yeah, I give him
I hear it's a state too.
Big
Oh my
facts.
God, I forgot all about that.
Yeah,
I might
man.
visit one of these days. You know what I mean? For the humidity.
Dang, I
and
need
all
to
that
find
jazz.
those. I like the green tea. Anyway. back on topic.
Like I said though, had they gone and committed to Jason being the avatar of Malagor, you would have got that evil, like, long storyline with him being the main villain of the Turbo series. Imagine Jason versus the Red Ranger Tommy and him being too much for Tommy, and TJ being able to equal it. That would have been a total world-shattering thing.
Now that right there, I've always thought that should have happened in the series.
Here's one interesting thing. Originally, they were going to make Jason Zeltrax in Dino Thunder.
Oh, whoa!
Yeah,
that's right.
Imagine that. Yep.
Hey, where'd you hear this at? I didn't hear that.
The original Civil War.
You've never heard of that?
You gotta read
It
Douglas
was on
Salone's
Ranger
book.
Board at the time.
Oh, the book. I'm
Read
sorry.
Douglas
I gotta read the
Salone's
book. I'm
book.
sorry. I have.
No,
I'm sitting here glazing the book. I gotta read it some more.
No,
I haven't even read the book.
It's not in the book. That was on Ranger Board back in the day. But I'm sure Doug will talk about his next book someday. But yeah, that was from him back in the day. Yeah, but that was it. Continue on. Continue fighting. I'm just over here.
But you would have had that extended sort of story with Jason being evil, so he could have rivaled the impact of Tommy. And that was what we brought up earlier about this, is that the scales are in the impact with Tommy because he had a merch line. He had a whole saga. There's a DVD, VHS collection that's totally dedicated to him beating the pants off the Rangers and no other story.
Not only that, Tommy was the only Evil Ranger to infiltrate a Megazord and literally get them out of his house. He said, "Nope, this is mine now." He sent him an eviction notice and an ass whooping.
He had to catch him off guard, though, to do it.
Seriously?
No. You know what? Hold on. Let me ask you a question.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Stop it. Hold everything on the floor. My cat says evil. My cat will win hands down.
Listen, Tommy.
I'm sorry, you still ain't.
Tommy
winning that
was
battle. I'm
Tommy
sorry.
was like a rent-a-center on pay week.
Really?
Ooh, shucks.
No. See,
He was handing out ass
look,
whoopings and eviction notices.
Now,
Rated
evil
E
Mike
for
Cat had
everyone.
to fight evil Cat or evil Kimberly. Then we might.
Yeah, we gotta give it up. We gotta give it up for my cat.
They'll beat
Evil
them
my
too.
cat. So,
She'll beat them too.
we already got a version of it.
Here we go.
Nah. It's got to be for. Oh, you know what? I just got a new idea. I got a new idea from this. Thank you.
What?
Yeah. These conversations breed creativity.
It does, doesn't it? Now I'm thinking of my own. I'm thinking of my own personal Evil Ranger suit. I'm just saying evil, Mike.
You're welcome. I'm gonna help you with that. You're welcome.
That's funny. I already know.
Not gonna say in what capacity, but
Cole says evil my cat could lightsaber deflect the Death Star blast right back at itself.
That's funny.
If you want, the movie actually in Turbo actually provided us a power scale for Jason. I forgot about this. So Kim, who's likewise evil and being, devoured by Malagor, her soul or whatever it's working anyway. So she's fighting the other 4 Rangers at once. All at once. She's taking all of them on at once. So that's the scale of power where Jason is. He's so much more powerful than her. On top of that, to take on Tommy, who's so much more powerful than the other 4 Rangers on the team. So they give you this power scale right there. Jason is absolutely the more devastating villain when it comes to blow for blow. If again, he's slower, but if he gets a hold of you, it's over with. He's taking your morpher and crushing it like Lord Vile. Yeah.
Okay, wow.
Them. Yeah.
Now we're the power scale is crazy in Turbo. Because they were stronger.
All about power.
So Turbo entered in this funny thing that I talk about when I talk about Turbo.
It is.
So Justin
and his
goes
argument is valid.
So Justin goes through this startling transformation. He's a child until the helmet goes on. So he's an adult so long as he's hermetically sealed inside of the suit. Remember, as soon as he takes the helmet off, he's back to being a kid again. And I don't understand the logic of the morphing grid on this. I just
shout out to Brent. You know? Shout out to Brent. ASJ is giving Cider a discount at his booth.
I've actually talked to the guy. I had him on stream. See, I told this story last time, but he never had known about what happened that first stage show that they did. I had him on stream. We were talking about his comic he did a couple years ago that wasn't Red Ranger related, but it was sort of inspired by that. And so he was kickstarting it, and he came on a show that I was hosting at the time. And so we talked about what was going on. And I told him all about how kids had never had this experience of having the character in their face. They had Barney, who was obviously some foam guy. He was some guy in a foam suit, fake dinosaur, obviously. But then you had the Power Rangers walk out on stage, no helmets on, with the suits on, and kids for the first time saw their heroes walk out of the television into real life. They became real. The message of the Power Rangers was woven into the DNA of those kids watching this, because this had never happened before. They hadn't done this with live action. The closest thing they'd done is Captain Power back in '88, I think. Captain Power was the closest thing they'd ever done to this. Power Rangers was literally the first of its kind. Jason didn't know that. He didn't know any of that. He just walked out on stage and waved to all the kids. He had no idea that you couldn't get anywhere near the stadium for 4 miles around because traffic was so backed up. He didn't know they were running ambulances into the traffic because people were fainting in their cars from the heat. He had no idea that people were rabid to get near him.
That kind of reminds me. It's a little on top, but it has to do with is when I was a kid, they had the Wiggles come to Six Flags, and you literally couldn't get in there. You literally couldn't get in.
Yeah, that one stage show is like Metallica showing up and doing one show in their entire career. That's what that Mighty Morphin show was.
Wow.
You know, and that just, it changed everything for those kids that were in the audience. I wasn't there. I was a dumb baby at the time, but it was a remarkable experience from how people talk about it. The older fans talk about it being there, just electricity in the air and like myth brought to life, you know?
You could tell I was too young because look at I was like 6 doing Wild Force.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's classic.
That's cool. That's cool.
Cole was badass. I don't care, man. Cole was badass. That was awesome.
Oh, yeah. So Cole, yeah. Cole says Jason is so physically imposing in the way he is framed in the Turbo movie. Green Evil Tommy checks his watch and says, "I'm late for class." He doesn't want any of Jason in that condition.
There's my ride.
Oh my God.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Can we for a second? Huge. It's off topic a little bit. Can we talk about how Tommy, the reason why he has his helmet off, because the first time he has seen Kimberly since the Dear John letter was at this moment. He's like, please.
I agree.
Yes.
Remember me.
Not only that,
and Cat's right there, seeing the whole thing happen.
His girlfriend, you know?
Not only that, he had his martial arts rival bring her there.
I love you, not this funny talking weirdo, okay? She used to be a cat, all right? This is weird. I miss you. Come home to me. You are a human being.
Here's the theory, though. What if the person that Kimberly left Tommy for
was Jason?
And he just happened to be there in the movie.
There's a billion fan fictions about that scenario explaining why Jason and Kimberly are snorkeling together and nobody else is with them.
Thanks.
Right. All right. We gotta get back to the topic.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
But that's the thing is I talked to Austin St. John about this, and I told him, I said, when you showed up in Zeo and you were all bulked out, you were like twice the size of the screen actors from Japan. So when you morphed, you lost like 10 pounds of muscle. Okay? You were gigantic on the set, man.
Ain't no lie. When he came back in Zeo, I ain't gonna lie, I was hyped because I was like, oh snap, somebody now he's the Sixth Ranger. Like, and he's gonna be the Gold Zeo. I was hyped to see him and Tommy together. I was like, oh man, this brings back.
They're not fighting this time. All right.
No. But like here's
King for a day happens.
Here's one missed opportunity that I think that could have had like a reversal for Tommy and Jason in Zeo, and that is King for a Day. Like, think about it. Tommy's already had his little evil Ranger moments here and there already. But what if Jason had been the one in King for a Day to be evil, and Tommy had to kind of in a cycle, and it affects Tommy in a psychological way where it's like bro, like this is like my brother here. He's kind of going through something I already went through, and if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. Now it's my turn to do it for him.
And
Tommy
would not be there if
that
would have
better
happened.
For Zeo.
Tommy would have been R.I.P. Goodbye.
Well, I mean, probably, but I do think that would have been a much better parallel for like an evil Jason paralleling Tommy's.
They would have had to call the VR troopers, the Beetleborgs,
Masked Rider,
the tattooed alien fighters from space. Everything.
Exactly. They had to call every single one of them because Jason whooped an ass.
Oh man!
Little comic relief here. I don't know if you guys remember this.
I don't see that's good.
Is the Kool-Aid Man the jar or the liquid?
I think he's the jar.
The liquid. Oh wow!
Is he the Kool-Aid Man, the jar, or the liquid, Kimberly?
I think the canon is the Kool-Aid Man is the jar.
Oh,
I would hope so. I would hope there's not some Lovecraftian liquid man trapped permanently in a giant glass jar. That would be a horrific mascot for a children's snack.
Thanks. Oh, that is good.
The Kool-Aid Man is the anthropomorphic pitcher, not the liquid inside.
So when we talked to Austin about why when he came back for Turbo, he said when he left the Power Rangers, he became a firefighter. So he said, like, half my day was just working out. Was just hanging around waiting for a fire to happen. Not that you wanted to, but you're hanging around waiting for it to happen. So you're just working out. You're consuming a lot of protein. You're hanging out with the guys. You're not doing a lot of sugar and stuff, a lot of caffeine. So you got to do something. And he said, by the time I got back to Power Rangers, it was enormous. And so that's why he looks so huge in Turbo and like even bigger when he comes back into Zeo. I mean, when you see him doing when he's got the, oh my gosh, the gold Zeonizer. He's got that whole held up like that.
The staff.
He's got like the staff. He's got like a tree trunk for an arm. Like his bicep is almost as big as Kat's waist. It's hilarious how huge he is in that opening sequence of the show. He's the roided ranger. He's a roid ranger.
Oh, Lord.
Can I just say, DG, you just put me down a rabbit hole. I guess the Kool-Aid Man had a Marvel comic from 1983 to 1985?
Yes.
What
the hell?
Wow.
Wow. So it stopped when I was born.
And then
they knew
it
wasn't going to go any further.
That they continued it under the Archie comics from 87 to 1990.
Oh wow!
Damn.
Okay. Hey, Kool-Aid.
Okay.
That's lore.
Yeah.
That is.
So that's why he's so huge in the movie and stuff like that, and why he's just throwing Jason around. David
with Cole was like when Jason came back as a Gold Ranger, Jason threw a stick and said, "Fetch Tommy."
Oh Lord.
When you watch Austin St. John roll up in Forever Red on the motorcycle, you know that he had that in his contract. He wouldn't have signed unless he had the best
He
intro
said-
out of all
He
of them.
said, "Yeah, but he always sign it if my intro looks better than Tommy's."
Yep, that's the only way he was going to sign it. Yep, I know it. I know it. He says, "I don't care who gets the last shot. Nobody's around watching the episode by then. I want the best intro."
And I guess Forever Red was supposed to be a backdoor pilot for Ninja Storm.
Yep.
And for when it was getting Power Ranger Hexagon, but I guess that went up the wayside, you know.
Hexagon was a massive undertaking when you think about what they were trying to do. They were going to strip out all the Sentai footage, okay? You probably would have got your Jason versus Tommy thing a lot more often in this scenario because it would have had to have relied on totally American footage, and they would have run out of ideas eventually.
And not to mention, he said all other Red Rangers started clowning Tommy the second time he's out of earshot. Ha ha ha. Jason was the big ticket item of Forever Red. Sorry, Snyder, go ahead.
No, there's so much subtext to how the show works. When you look at it from a canon side, you understand that everyone has respect for Jason because he's the first Red Ranger. But they all take themselves very seriously for what they did as Red Ranger in their time. But outside of the show, you understand, like, there goes Jason David Frank. He's the guy who made it all about him, you know? And that whole thing is what ends up shaping how our understanding of adults are of the franchise. Whereas as kids, we were like, they're all friends. They're all going to get together and beat up evil again someday when the Beetleborgs show up again. The big, really bad Beetleborgs, I guess.
That's funny. The real big bad Beetleborgs is crazy.
You know what's also crazy is Saban had the opportunity to make Go Busters like a big bad Beetleborgs reboot. They should have done that.
Yeah, look at him. He's Marvel. He's Marvel muscle there. That's what they turned Chris
got a little
Pratt
DH
into.
a little bit.
Look at him. And your brain had to say, okay, now that's transformed into a 5'7" Japanese man. Okay? That's amazing.
Yeah, Forever Red has always been cinema. That's why I got my crystal right there.
He definitely looks the most jacked out of all the people there.
He's like, thanks for making it, guys, but I think I can solo them.
Yeah. Yeah, this is why I like Forever Red.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is peak out there. Peak.
Not only that, every time Jason showed up, he could call in an army. When Tommy comes down there, everyone's always getting captured. Just saying.
And then Jason called and said, "Not bad, rookie."
This is how dads feel when it's time to set up the barbecue.
Barbecue.
Oh, geez. Hey, well, do we have any other inputs about Tommy? I know we kind of been glazing Jason for a while now. We kind of been
my next comment, Tommy.
He said I'm a Tommy Glazer, so yeah. But I did it since it seems like we're wrapping up. There is one thing I want to touch on. One thing, Cider, you said a while ago, but it just made me think. People forget, like it was with our discussion earlier. I think people forget again. They think it's silly that it's a kid show, but at the end of the day, if you really think about it, minus the Ranger suits and the Zords and all that, it's just about regular people just dealing with life. They're just dealing with bigger circumstances. Because one of my favorite episodes dealing with this is blind leading the blind, and people, I think, really overlook. I mean, they really overlooked that episode. And that was written by Jackie Marchand. That episode. It's the line in it is from Master Swoop. Like, obstacles sometimes they come all together, or no, all at once, but you can't handle them all at once, and you just get. I think that's one of the best real lessons the show has ever. And even Tommy's whole thing, was trying to make like he was always fighting his own struggles and fighting himself basically. And I know, like myself included, I deal with that a lot. So it's just, you got to remember, these are real people. People forget that. I think they see the shiny suits and the megazords and the monsters, but they forget. It's like, no, this is about real people. They just so happen to be. It's no different than Marvel or DC. It's just these are real people dealing with real issues. Just it's done in a format. It just so happens to be a kids show. But again, the best episodes, like as I Blind Lead the Blind, Ring with Evil, like Fighting Spirit, they deal with it in a very real human way, and that's just, it's just people don't they look past that. And that, again, like I love. Fighting Spirit was one of Jason David Frank's, or his favorite episode. It's one of my favorite episodes. So it's just why I always relate to Tommy. Well, I'll always be a Tommy Glazer because I just nothing wrong with Jason. I like Jason just fine. Just his struggles don't compare even to, again, like he did almost die with the Trifornia powers. I'll give him that. That was great. But I just relate to Tommy more on so many different levels because it was a constant struggle with him, and he had to constantly overcome himself and the different monsters and battles and things. And again, people don't, even if you look Green with Green No More, look at what like Goldar was insulting him, and he had the chance to be like surrender. He could have given up there, but he didn't. And it's just so much greatness in it. Like, but yeah, that's why I'll forever always be Team Tommy.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's it. That's my final thoughts on it.
Because you were saying that about it being a kids property, right? And you know what? At one point, Marvel was looked at as only a kids property as well, and it wasn't that long ago. And I've been saying for years, at least 15 years at this point, that if you got a good director and writer who could write a Power Rangers to be PG-13, where it's still kid-friendly, but it just pushes the boundaries like those early Marvel movies, you could really make Power Rangers cross over into an older media. If anybody's seen the Netflix Voltron, right? Voltron was a cheesy property from Japan that for years they tried to make it for kids and it wasn't working. And finally, DreamWorks and Netflix got their hands on it and made it that kind of PG-13 kind of weird, like, middle ground. And it was a good show. It was a really good show. And it broke boundaries for what the franchise could do. And I can see the same thing happening with Power Rangers. You just need the right people behind it. You know? The right people to give it love.
You know what? I'm gonna be a bit of a bad guy, and you can tell me that's not gonna happen. Can I hijack the stream real quick to show him what I'm working on? I'm not gonna take 10 minutes.
No. Okay. No. I'm just joking. I'm just joking, Cider.
Oh, okay. No, I don't want
to. No, dude. No, Cat's in charge for. I don't know where DD went, but
I'm
getting command.
Like, I don't want to. I don't know.
Who's talking about hijacking this?
Cider.
Before you guys say, hold on a second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Sorry.
I'm like, I'm not in control with that.
Cole with the $50 super chat.
Oh, nice.
I made some mistakes. I'm really sorry about that. But martial arts isn't about believing in me. It's about believing in yourself and what you can become. Tommy Oliver, Rita's Peter. It isn't even so much about the characters at times. It's you.
All right.
Okay, Cole. Appreciate it.
Cider, I was just fucking with you. Go ahead.
Yep.
No, DG, I was the one that asked if I could hijack the stream for a couple minutes. I'm not going to take 10 minutes. I just wanted to, he mentioned about aging up the Power Ranger thing, and that's what I'm doing. So I just wanted to show him. If you don't want to do that, I completely respect that.
What did you want to do?
When I showed you the stuff I showed you the other night, the stuff I'm making for my reboot.
It's
okay if you don't want to do that.
You know what?
Let him do it. Bring it up.
You want to go ahead. Hey. Nerd, it's my stream. I got it.
Listen, wow. Do I need to donate some more to be producer? Help you out a little bit.
That is good. Oh gosh, shut up.
As soon as you bring this up, it's going to start.
Are you trying to buy your way onto my stream?
The link is free. What did you do, man? Whoops.
Oh, God.
Oh, hold on a second. I don't know what I just did.
So that's going to start playing automatically when it comes up, just so you know. I've turned the volume down.
The volume's still up.
Ah.
Oh, that's yeah.
Too loud? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to get hit with any copyright.
He whitewashed the Megazord.
Time itself.
Wait, what?
We need Thunderzord power now!
Oh wait, you gotta turn it.
I did turn it down.
I still
no,
hear it.
It doesn't. It's my own remix of it. It doesn't get hit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have it all over my channel. It never gets hit.
No.
No, he's gonna it's gonna demonetize whatever I made on this stream.
Not bad. Not bad. I'm about to say you about to get copyright.
No.
I tested all of this
Cider,
on myself.
I'm messing with you. Okay.
I would never do that to you, dude. I'd never do that to you, man. Never.
Spider. Let me ask you a question.
That was cool
Sure.
though. Very nice.
Why did you choose to use the Disney rebrand logo instead of like the original?
I didn't. I made my own logo. That's my own Mighty Morphin Power Rangers text attached to Save the Hollow Earth. I regenerated everything. I'm trying to prove to Hasbro that they're overthinking the problem. I'm actually there's a lawyer about an hour south of me. I have to wait for my paycheck to clear, and I've set up to approach him to do a consultation to set me up. He's going to formally approach Hasbro's licensing and branding department to request to sit down with me. That's it. We can't do anything more. You know, if they don't want to do it, I can't help that. But it's my legitimate effort to lift this brand up to the 8 to 14-year-old market. That's my effort to do this, is to move it up into that. You won't get as many toys out of my plan. I'm very sorry if you're a big toy collector. We're going to go bare bones. It's just going to be Red Ranger, Green Ranger, White Ranger. I'm sorry. If it takes off, it's all going to be through Kickstarter. Hasbro is not going to spend $1 million on this franchise again. They need to have something super solid to come through with, and then they'll make money on it. They're not going to. They had Disney kick sand in their face. You remember Disney, the guys that brought us Echo and Ironheart and all those crazy Marvel shows on Disney Plus. They can't make a profit on Power Rangers, a show where 5 teenagers with attitude blow up something at the end of every episode.
It's not that they couldn't make a profit; they don't want to.
Well, no. They said to Hasbro exactly this, that they don't own the IP. They can't make enough revenue off of their effort to justify working with Hasbro on this project any longer. After a year of running around saying they're going to reboot it, they got the Percy Jackson guys on it, all the baiting, and they finally said, we don't own Power Rangers. We can't make enough money on it to justify doing this, and hot potatoed that back into Hasbro's lap 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I know what they say, but I don't think that's backed in by truth.
What Chris Cox, when they shoveled this down to Playmates and everything got super simplified, you know what I'm talking about? So when Chris Cox did that on the earnings call back in 24, he said Power Rangers is making less than $50 million gross before taxes. And so there's no money to make a series. There's no money to make a movie. There's barely any interest. Thanks to Neo Saban and Hasbro just hammering Mighty Morphin to death, everybody who liked anything else outside of it has left.
Mike, what's going on, man? You're in or you're out.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true. I don't even know if that's true either, because
I mean, I kind of have to agree here.
Still to be made, despite what Neo Saban did, you know. Like Marvel was going bankrupt until this MCU stuff happened. It's just going to take one good series to bring it back.
Right. That's what I'm pitching to Hasbro. And now I get AI is not anybody's favorite friend, but Power Rangers is in a very bad place. So my plan is to use AI to get it jump started.
They're using AI themselves right now.
Well, my plan is to AI jumpstart it, and then when it's back making $70 million a year, we move back into live action, because that's a lot more legally safe to do, because it's difficult to copyright elements of an AI-generated show. and Hasbro's going to be
On-
nervous about that. So
On that note, guys.
Yep.
So on
Nervous?
that
Sorry.
note,
Sorry, I'm
listen, hold on. No. I just want to say, on that note, final thoughts on this topic before we start shutting down, because I know we're going all over the place here. So any final thoughts on this topic before I start shutting down, because it's getting late and I want to start shutting down very soon.
Yeah.
Well, I
I thought it was a great stream.
Good stream.
Cider, I would love to talk to you outside about this. So
sure. You can find me as Cider Hype on every platform out there. I'm on YouTube as Cider Hype, Instagram, X, not Facebook as Cider Hype. Sorry. So.
Yeah, I just sent you a follow on Instagram, dude.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for the follow, Cider, on all social platforms. Leave me alone. I can still hear you guys. Anything else? Any final thoughts?
Jason Walsh is Tommy Oliver.
Good stream. I just gotta say one thing. Wish all you guys the best luck in Morphicon this week. So yeah, there's a
Mike,
good.
it's only very few of us going. We're not. I'm not going. My cat's not going.
How you know
I'm definitely not going.
I am. I have my own private plane. I'm gonna go tomorrow.
my cat might be going. I don't know.
If wishes were horses, beggars would ride.
For real, right? A girl could dream. Hey,
DG, me and you go half on a rental car. We'll go make it. I got 4 tickets.
Ooh, Legend of the White Dragon's coming.
Oh yeah.
Which by the way. So Legend of the White Dragon, I did get passes for it. I will be seeing it this Friday. So we will be seeing Legend of the White Dragon.
Okay, but when you do your review, can you wait till Monday so I can get a chance?
No. I'm doing it over the weekend.
Okay, for me, we're gonna talk behind the scenes, but I have a request.
You got 24 hours there for Friday.
I know too many people are going to go and see this movie, so I have a request for everybody, and it involves phones.
It's up in the air. Let's put it this way: it will be reviewed soon. It will be reviewed within a couple of days.
The bootleg.
I need somebody to get a phone, a nice little phone. You know what I mean? Ooh, some meta glasses. You get your meta glasses right. And you make sure like you got that data set on it, right? And I need you to just see you, DG, it's gonna be believable 100%. Get you some meta glass, I'll send you some right before the premiere. It's gonna be like overnight delivery, right? I'm gonna need you to record that thing because I'm about to be like the DVD man back in the day. You know what I mean? I got the $75, $30, you know.
I will be seeing it. I will be seeing it.
CDs,
and I will.
DVDs.
Let's put it this way. I will within a few days after it comes out. I will be reviewing it.
I got that new Legend of the White Dragon.
But this thing though, I want to review it.
I'm from the
slightly before everybody else and their mom is going to review it. Because everybody's going to be reviewing it. And Geek said, thank you for holding it down for 3 months.
Yay.
No, you're not poor. Shut up, Geek said. You are not poor.
Listen,
we'll figure out something for you, Geek said.
Geek Zip is 100% grown man poor. You know what I mean? All his bills are paid, you know. Probably $20 in his pocket right now. 100 in the bank, you know what I mean? But he's telling everybody, "Oh, I'm broke. Get away from me."
Was this a spoiler alert? Spoiler alert, Cole?
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna have JDF as the hero, and I'm guessing there's gonna be a fight or two in the movie.
Facts. Review done. What are you talking about? Review is done.
I don't know. You might be wrong about that. I think this is about a dog walker meeting a woman and they fall in love or something. I think that's what this is about.
Oh man.
Did you see the IGM's review of it?
I did.
I heard about it, but I'm not but I didn't read too into it.
I don't listen to the critics. I see it for myself.
Fact.
Yeah.
Listen, if
Yeah,
the
I want to
critics
see it
don't
for
like the movie,
myself.
I usually will love it. So that's what I'm going off of.
No.
Let's put
Now, if I don't like it, then I tell you.
I got
family.
I got family that's going to PMC, so maybe they'll see it and they'll let me know what happened.
We know the usual suspects won't like it, but I think like us fans should like it. I mean, I know I'll give it a chance, So it'll be cool to see
the movie.
Jason.
Just go in there, see it with
fans
a
of Power Rangers, fans of JDF, go see the movie Legend of the White Dragon. Just go see it. Then make your criticism. Then make your criticism.
Just set your expectations.
Look, just go see the damn movie.
Hey, I'm not saying not go see it. I'm just saying, temper those expectations. That's all I'm saying.
DG.
I mean, look,
that's it.
I know some people got the script already or got an early script of this and the third, but I'm just saying it's all good. No, but it's all good though. It's all good though. I'm gonna go see it for myself, and then I'm gonna make my analysis on it and my take on it. And if I like it, I'll say I liked it. If I didn't like it, I'll say that too. I'll be like, yo, JDF did a great performance, but that movie was whack.
DG. I got a question.
Your health is whack. Your shoes, whack.
Whack. Man, look at this guy. Head too neat, shoes too clean. Man, this dude got too much
me or my face looks smaller with the haircut?
Oh, geez.
I think my head.
Anyway, guys, I think if we don't have any other final thoughts on the topic, I think this has been a good stream. Evil Tommy versus Evil Jason. You guys put in your input. Shout out to the Tommy Glazer, Daniel Romano. Shout out to the Jason Glazers in here. Including you, Rangeverse.
No. See, I gotta correct you on that one, DG. So let me correct you. See, I'm not a Jason Glazer. I am the Jason King Defender.
Oh, so Glazer. Okay, thanks. Roy, we get you.
Call it what you will.
All right, I'm gonna have you guys in the back. I'm gonna end the stream now. So I'm gonna have you guys in the back. Yeah, I'm gonna have you guys in the back if you want to talk just a little bit more. But until then, I think this has been the stream. We'll see you later. And of course, as soon as I'm about to shut the stream down, I get somebody in the back that wants to come up. As soon as I see him pop up, as soon as I see his face pop up.
Goodbye.
Man, who is it, man? Who is it?
Cole.
Ain't no way you
Hey, what's up?
No, in the stream for that, bro.
Cole.
I was going for the fashionably late entrance instead. I just went for the late entrance. I just thought that was pretty interesting. Talking about no white dragon spoilers. Spoilers? Are you serious? Like it's Jason wearing spandex. It's Jason being the hero. It's Jason fighting. It's Jason doing Jason things in a Jason movie. Are we talking about no spoilers? What gave that away? I don't know. The last 30-something years of watching Jason? I'm not too sure.
You can expect it.
I find it quite interesting. It's like when people say no spoilers on Star Wars. So, are you serious? Like,
how am I supposed to? I don't want to
listen. We're going. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on a second. We're going off topic here. Let me just drop you guys down for a second. I want to end the stream, and we could talk more off stream. So, guys, this is the stream. Have a good night. And he just left. I was going to.
He just left.
You know what? As soon as we all meet in the back, you know what? I'm gonna show it to you guys. When the stream is over, I'll show it to you guys. Ion, you already know what's coming.
Yeah. Cole, if you're still there, you can still hit that link. You can still hit that link. But anyway, for the time, I'm gonna start dropping the rest of you guys. All right, and we can talk more in the back.
Bye, guys.
All right, guys, that was the stream. I'm gonna shut it down here from here, and I will see y'all later. Have a good night. It's getting late, so I might just end it just right here. Until then, have a good night. Peace out.